punched it. Now to do a tweet.
Punch it! Hello, everybody. I better do the tweet thing too.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is where we're like, hello, everybody. Hold on a second.
Whatever you do, everybody, make sure you start punching. That's the most important thing.
As you can tell,
Only
Mika
one
is
person
sat
here
next
can
to
actually
me.
hit someone.
I'm calling this the Diotior Productions Reunion Tour.
I guess if I punch this way, I'm theoretically
Cool.
punching everyone south of me. So,
So everyone.
yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, we're here, everybody. There's a lot of people in the chat all of a sudden.
Yes, there are. Wait, in chat?
No, in the Discord call. That's what I meant to say.
Oh. It's like, hold on, we've been live for like 30 seconds. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome to the Diotior Productions reunion.
Mhm.
I guess it's been 3 months. Plenty of time for a reunion, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, today we're
I
going
mean,
down
internet
memory
use
lane.
lasts forever.
Exactly. Or, oh my God, can you imagine if we waited 10 years?
Oh god.
All of it, like I'd be sitting there like I was in a streaming group. I don't remember this. But
Well, the main part of this stream is we are going to premiere the final Diotior Productions best of that I'm gonna make.
Oh. Wait, are you gonna?
It is
Oh
sad
yeah,
day.
I get what you mean now. That took me off a second
Yeah.
to work out the words. Then.
But before we get to that, we're actually going to, since some of you may know, some of you may not, Diotior Productions over the last, I don't know, about 3 months ago, we all decided to go our separate ways.
Mhm.
We're all friends, as you can tell, we still stream together, but we just decided that, it was time to move on. And with the timely release of the 2023 edition of the Best Of,
Which will
we
go
thought it'd be-
live whenever we get to it in the stream. I will
Yeah.
set the
Yes.
video live on YouTube.
but yeah, we kind of decided to do like a reunion and kind of just go down memory lane. And I don't know about everybody else. Let's introduce everybody on here. I am Annalie. Off to this side is Diotior.
Oh, you're
Wait,
showing
should we
that?
say
Okay.
titles? The official titles?
Yes.
I was the CEO, or no, I was in charge of North American programming.
President of North American Program.
Yeah, president of North American programming, and I was also the second member third member technically of Diotior Productions. Off to my right on screen is Diotior.
Diotior.
The one and
Diotior.
only, yeah.
Yeah, who was? What was your title?
Honestly, I don't remember. Oh, I needed that folder.
That's can. It was the president of European programming.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Our
also,
namesake and founder.
yes. And also, just off screen on Diotior's webcam is the CEO of Diotior Productions, Meeks24,
Hi.
aka Mika. Every time she talks, the curtain moves.
No, that was because I moved, not because I talked. Shut up.
No, you should
and then-
move it every time you talk for comedic
Oh my God.
effect.
Yes. We always said you were the behind-the-scenes person, so
Yeah.
Yeah, behind the curtain, that works.
down in the bottom,
Background voice.
down in the bottom left is Falcon, our resident intern.
No, it's unpaid,
Unpaid.
intern /
Unpaid intern.
goon. Specific.
Yep.
You've got to remember the
That's it.
/ goon.
It's very specific there.
My bad.
Everybody
It's been 3 months.
Yes.
And then right below me is Zoe.
Making her face cam debut on a live stream.
Whoop, whoop.
Hello,
Yeah.
I was the 4th member of Diotior Productions, and I was the community manager, which meant I ran the server, and it was kind of the only job title that actually had any meaning.
That wasn't just plugs out
Yeah.
of thin air.
Yeah, that wasn't
Oh,
just
okay.
a meme. I was I ran the Discord server.
And as we get to the videos, we will be full screening those and putting those up. But yeah, I believe we have to go all the way back to a much better time of what, 2017?
Yeah. Well, I started in 2017, so like late 17, early 18.
What was the original idea for Diotior Productions?
I like the robot Diotor, so I stole the name and spelt it differently. And
Diotior.
I knew it.
What? What?
You never confirmed to me that that's why you chose that name, but I kind of knew it just because of the robot.
And I just wanted to stream, and I'd made like a few videos beforehand, and I liked like the name and the way the name worked, so the Diotor Productions was created.
And I think you told me once you wanted it to be like almost a production studio at one point where he had like games and like live stuff.
Yeah, kind of. And then life got in the way, and I've spent more time streaming than I have making videos.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I do. So I came in I would say early to mid 2017.
Yeah, I think it would have been a little bit later than that because we moved in to our first house in
2018.
No, it would have been 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because so to set the stage where I've always had an interest in streaming. And I was actually part of a stream group that is now defunct called Hot Seat Games.
I like that name.
Yeah, it was a great name, but it's been taken over by like 5 or 6 other groups now. But anyway, I was a truck driver at the time, and for some odd reason, I just started watching a streamer playing a European truck simulator.
Well,
And my truck...
again, it was all part of through NerdCube as well, which is
Yeah,
how
that's
all of
right.
this came together. Because
and how all of us know each other.
yeah,
basically.
originally it was through, apart from Falcon.
No, Falcon as
No.
well. Because
Was
I
it- no.
confirmed this.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Falcon came from Hannah's stuff.
I watched Hannah's stuff mostly on YouTube for years,
Ah, okay.
but I followed NerdCube streams more often. It's just
Ah,
a-
okay.
I
But
remember-
Because I
On the
asked a
background.
couple weeks ago how she joined one of the Transmus streams,
Hmm.
and that's how we met her. She was just in the chat. We added her to the Discord server and then started hanging out. And I'm phasing away, but but she said it was because she heard that we were going to be streaming with NerdCubed, and that's why she said.
Yeah,
to
that'll
check
do
us
it.
out.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so I was watching a lot of the NerdCube stuff, and at that time had, like, even before Meeks and I moved out, I had a bit money to throw around, so I did. And then originally Chestnut did some of my artwork, and I shouted that out, and then that kind of moved me up and put me in a place where I was recognized, etc., etc. And then when we moved out a couple of weeks in, I did my first couple of streams. Nothing really happened. And then a few months down the line, I was doing a truck stream. Would have been ETS at that point. And I think I must have like mentioned it at some point, either in the NerdCube Discord or on the stream or something, saying, "Hey, I'm going to be doing this." Anna came along, and then either that stream or the stream after, Anna started trucking with me in her truck.
So what happened was I was listening to NerdCube streams while I was driving, and like I parked for the night, and I remember seeing Dio put in a thing. Hi, Noxie. Put in a thing about like, hey, I'm going to go stream now. I hope I have fun or something like that. And I'm like, I'll check him out. And he's playing European Truck Simulator. And we just got to talking, and the next day my truck, or the next stream Dio had planned, my truck broke down. So I was going to be at one of our places where we had good internet, and I'm like, hey, I'll join you. Bought ETS that day, and I don't even think I talked that first stream.
No, I think it might have been like text chat, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was we did a little bit of trucking, and then a couple of streams after that, it was, hey, Discord, hey, proper conversations, and hey, lots of trucking, and leading on to where we... Yeah.
Because it wasn't until... Go ahead, Zoe.
I was gonna ask how it became the Diotior Productions was like a group thing, and it wasn't just that you two were friends who streamed together, but you two were part of the same group that streamed together.
We kind of just called it that because Dio was already streaming under Diotior Productions.
And Anna wasn't, like, streaming at that point. It was only, like...
Yeah.
So this is a while before it became the Diotior Productions, like, stream group, because... Obviously, while Anna was trucking, Anna couldn't stream, so Anna just appeared. And then, after Anna stopped trucking, and we got to streaming more regularly together, it then became, Anna went, oh, you know what, I'm going to try streaming as well. And then, at some point after that, it was like, hey, do you want to make this thing, like, a thing? And do you want to, like... stream and do stream groups and stuff, and then the logo behind Zoe was initially just the 3 colors: purple, the pink, and the blue. And I was trying to think of some awesome ways of doing it, but to put the letters on the stream, it was either mad or what was the other one that I came up with? And it was like, no, we can't do that because it's very similar to drugs.
I don't. My memory is full.
So is mine.
MDA?
Yeah. It was like, we can't, because it was going to be blue, purple, pink, with, like, me in the middle, and then it was like, oh, we can't do that, because then it's MDA, and it's, like, a little bit too hot on the nose for drugs. Can't do that one. So, I can't remember what I can't remember what I did with it in the end, and have since, as I've updated some of my images, instead of keeping them saved, I've just overwritten what used to be there.
That sounds like you.
Yep.
So
both Turtle and Amp at the same time typed, I heard drugs. So to tell you where I am at this point, I literally got fired from trucking for following doctor's advice. Which is
fun.
Yeah, it was hysterical. I got kicked
Love
out.
American working practices.
Yeah, I got kicked out in the middle of Illinois, and had to take a bus home. And when I got to my friend's place, because my parents and I were going through some things, and it was a couple months later where I was like, I have a desk, I have a laptop, because if you remember the streams with the laptop.
Oh yeah, that was a time.
Yeah, so we just started streaming, and our first ever like big like playthrough was Terraria.
Yeah, that was
which if you go back and look for clips of that was hysterical.
Yes.
And that's when I was like that's when I was like, you know what, I can do this streaming thing, and I can, Dio and I work together well. But I honestly don't think it really took off until Transmus. That first Transmus.
No, that was a big thing, because, like, there was that one time where we helped get me to affiliate by watching the football. And then,
you're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, that was a good. Like, it's one of those. We started watching. I can't even remember what match it was. It was one of the finals.
It was women's football, soccer for us Americans. England versus United States.
So yeah,
we
something
both
like that.
knew. We both knew going in that we were going to either get banned from it on Dio's channel or go into something was going to happen. Yeah. We made it to the 70th minute before they finally found it. Yeah, Yeah, I think at that point there were like 150 people watching it.
Oh yeah, something. And
Wow.
I got up to 50 followers. Then I got 3-day ban, something like that.
It was
But,
it was a 24-hour ban. Was it? That's all the thing.
and it was
They
like
never took away.
No.
They never took away the follows or anything. And literally the amount of people that it got Dio's channel to affiliate, and we cheated the system.
we did. And then
But, like-
from there we kind of
Like Amp says, we took the all or nothing bet and we
Yeah.
won.
and obviously from there it just started going forwards, and there was it slowly started to creep up a bit more, and then we did the first Transmus.
What year was
And-
that?
That would have been 2018.
No,
Really?
The
no,
year after, I think.
no,
Yeah,
no. I
'cause
think it
I-
was 19.
Was it 2018?
Yeah, because I was pretty sure I was there for the first Transmit.
Yeah, that would've
like,
been-
I
Yeah.
knew
You were.
That would
Yeah.
have,
Yeah.
that would have been 19 because Dan came
So-
to the 1 year, came to the second year, which is in the first video we're going to watch, and then
Yeah.
Mhm.
couldn't make it, didn't come to any more. So it would have been 19 that we did Transfers, and then
Yeah,
because Dan came along, Dan, Matt, and Rebecca there.
Yeah.
No, it was just
It was just Dan and Matt.
Yeah, I don't think we were. I don't
No,
think we were
but either way, they came along and kind of put a tweet out, going, "Hey, we're going to be doing this thing," and the numbers just went up from there.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was insane.
That entire so Transvis came around. If I can
Right.
just tell, go ahead.
Well, I wanted to, because we're going to the end of 2019. I just want to say how I showed up in this picture.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. We're skipping now. So yeah, you joined us early 2018, right?
No. Okay. So in my mind, I always thought that I met you guys in like September, August of 2019. I'm leaving again because that's when I moved into the place I live at now.
Hmm.
And I always assumed it was around that time. But I also remember that I knew you guys for like 2 weeks before Dio and Mika got engaged, and that was in July, wasn't it? June,
Yeah.
July.
July,
Um,
yeah.
And
In front of
Yes,
uh
Mr. Daniel.
in front of Dan.
I
Um,
made Steve cry.
you did.
Aw.
and in the summer at some point, I randomly got recommended Dio's stream, and because I had watched a lot of Dan's chat, especially in 2017 and 2018, Anna and I were acquainted because we had spoken in his chat a few times because we were some of the regulars and we would just like say hi. I knew absolutely nothing about her other than trucks, but I recognized the username, and so when I got recommended your stream, Dio, you had like with Anna Lee in the stream title or something, and so I clicked on your stream to say hi to Anna Lee, started chatting with you guys, and followed, and then just started talking from there, and then
Yes.
and then a few months after, you added me on Discord and invited me to a tabletop. I remember my first ever stream was a tabletop sim stream where we played Town of Salem, and I was fucking terrified the entire time. Yeah. So
there's always that first stream that you have where you're like, am I talking too much? Am I talking too little? Oh
Mhm.
god, what if I don't feel dead air?
Mhm.
And like there's times where when I'm streaming alone, it's like, am I talking too, like, to this day, it's like, am I talking too much?
Oh, I'm
Do I
always
really need to
conscious
comment?
about if I'm being really obnoxious and annoying.
At the
because
same time, I always
you know
get
me,
that
I'm
of, like,
very loud.
I realize when I stream solo, there are times where I've just kind of, because I've been concentrating on something, I haven't said anything for a while. It's like, I should say something. What should I say? And I blurt out the most random crap.
Can I just comment, there's been streams where I swear you've done a 3-hour stream and talked for 10 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
Some of that is obviously where I try, but then I think I've got a lot better at it these days, obviously. But it's one of those where especially if you're concentrating on what you're playing, all of a sudden you forget that you're streaming, you forget people are watching. Like, even though I have, like, it's hard to show you, but my middle monitor is where I play, and then I've got my two monitors. I got my YouTube chat on one side and my Twitch chat on the other, and I still don't see it, even though it's in my peripheral vision. I don't see the chat change.
That makes sense.
Well, that's why.
Based on everything I've learned about you in the last 5 years, that does not surprise me in the slightest.
That's why, like, when we're just sitting here talking, you kind of see me like facing this kind of weird angled direction because I'm like you, Dio. I have whatever I'm doing is on the main screen, but then I have my two chats kind of overlaid on the left-hand screen, and they're right next to each other. And then the middle is a lava lamp in between my two monitors. So I'll be sitting here just like. To see anything move over there, I'll look at my lava lamp and just watch it and be like, ooh.
Pretty.
So, yeah, we, so this all leads up. The next big milestone would definitely be the Transmits then, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And then
so the story behind...
Let me just get to Tiltify, because I can have a look.
I don't think that I was crew yet. Actually, I can figure out when I was crew. Hang on, I can figure out the exact day I became crew.
I think at that point, Dio and I kind of discussed it, but we didn't have any like hardcore plans to add anybody.
It was the 19th of September 2020 that I became officially crew.
Because we didn't even think about expanding
That's
until...
a story. I want to tell that story at some point.
We'll get there. But the first...
log in with a password.
The first Transmits came around, my parents at the time... Now, my dad has changed. My mom, unfortunately, has passed on. But at the time, they were transphobic as hell. They thought, oh, it's just a phase, blah, blah, blah. You're this, you're that, you're gay, whatever. Which they were right about the gay thing, but anyway,
hell yeah.
So I was living with friends at that point, and I pretty much told them, like I told them I was going to have low contact until they changed because like I didn't need that toxicity in my life. So that was probably 2 months before the holidays started, and I was sitting there kind of depressed, like, oh, I think this was like maybe 3-4 weeks out. It's like, man, I'm not going to have Thanksgiving. I'm not going to have Christmas. Well, other people feel this way. Why don't we turn it into a fundraiser? So I went to Dio and was like, why don't let's raise funds, right? We'll just buy random fucking game keys, right? Cheap game keys we can afford to hand out. We'll contact some people, some friends, maybe even reach out to bigger names to see if they'll come along and just raise money and turn this into something. Dio was the one that came up with Transmits. The name Transmits. Yeah. And
I don't remember that either, but yeah.
I think I posted it as, we'll have a trans Christmas, and you were like, so Transmits? I was like, yes, that's it.
That sounds
Yeah. Yep.
But at the same time, I sent there's a period of my life right before I started watching NerdCube where, and this is going very deep, but
that's what we're here for.
Yeah. I spent 6 months in bed because of depression and SI. And I had, like, trigger warning, by the way, I had an exit plan. Let's phrase it that way.
Yeah.
The day that it happened, I was flipping through YouTube, just background noise, and this one person called NerdCube popped up on my feed. That series of videos that I watched saved my life. Because it got my mind off of things. It allowed me to feel something other than what I was feeling. And when I was a truck driver, I reached out to Dan. This would have been, it would have been early 2018. I reached out to Dan with an entire letter, just like, hey, this is what you did for me, and thank you so much. Now I have this career because I started to drive truck because of him playing American Truck Simulator. But this is literally, you saved my life. And he just reached out. Like, I still have it somewhere where he's just like, no, I'll take all the credit, but you did all the work.
Yeah.
And when I was like, hey, let me reach out to Nerdcube to see if he'll do it. But I reached out to Rebecca because her and I still kind of pseudo stayed in contact.
Yeah, and she had the Discord, and we both kind of popped up in there every now and then.
So I contacted her, and she's just like, I'm sorry. I contacted them, and they were just like, well, let me ask. And all of a sudden, fans coming to the stream.
Yeah. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, that entire thing came from, and this is the most proudest thing from my streaming career so far, is all that pain I had ended up doing good.
Definitely.
And that right there is what it's about. And that's why we're here, to entertain people and to allow them to think about other things other than whatever's going on. And I think we raised what? $3,000 that first one?
$1,100. I've got the Tiltify thing up. So we didn't think we'd get anything. So we set our initial goal at $250. And then quadrupled it. And we had someone from this must have been the first one then, because this is, let me look. This is or is this not, let me 25th of November 19. Yeah, so the first one was 19.
Yeah, I thought so.
And then, like I said, we set our original goal at $250. Didn't think we'd get a lot, but whatever we did raise would be good anyway.
Yeah.
We had Dan and Matt along. We had a lot of the community along. We had someone from Trans Lifeline along.
We did. No, we didn't.
Was that not the first?
I remember this. No, I remember this specifically because we only gave ourselves 2 weeks to plan this entire thing.
Yes, we did.
And that was the big mistake. But both you and I, in the haste, we're both sitting there like, well, maybe we should reach out to the charity and be like, hey, we're raising money. Do you want to come on and talk? And for some odd reason, we both went, yeah, we'll do that later. Yeah, we'll do that later. Never did the first year.
Yeah.
And never did.
And then obviously through Dan bringing so many people and so many new followers, we absolutely smashed it. Got the $1,100. Had an absolutely amazing time.
It's the transfer streams were consistently some of the most fun nights of my life.
I can't remember. Let me quickly pull up.
Not to jump ahead at all, but just to explain why there hasn't been transmits in 2 years, life got in the way.
Most definitely.
For all of us. And what a lot of people don't realize is when you're trying to do these big, massive undertakings, you're not planning. Like the first one was 2 weeks out because the thought came and we didn't want to wait. But when you're trying to plan out these huge things, you're not sitting there going, nice, Zoe, in my chat. But we started planning, God, in July. we started planning so far ahead, and it's hard to sit there and go, yeah, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. And then 6 months down the road, you're looking at, this last year, I went from, okay, I'll handle this, and then I'm sitting there every 2 weeks going to the doctor's office trying to get, a answer on why my shoulder is constantly killing me. So, life got in the way. I would love to start doing it again at a smaller scale.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, I stream 3-4 nights a week and work full time and struggle to fit a lot of things in around it, giving myself the appropriate amount of downtime as well.
Yeah, I'm just lazy.
That's fair. But yeah, so we thought of the best layout for, if you go to the VOD channel, a playlist is up on there. I haven't for some reason got one of the years or two of them. But we started with we thought we'd slowly like allow everyone in gently. So we started with a bit of Satisfactory. Anna and I continued our save on that. Then we jumped over to a game that we loved. The demo has gone away, and they've now changed it completely to a completely different thing, and it's still not released.
The robot game.
Robot
Wars
Champions,
game.
which is now
Yes.
it's on my Steam wishlist still. It's now called, what is it called these days? Where's
I just wanna make people aware of the time. We have been talking for half an hour.
yes.
So I was gonna say I don't think we have the time to go super into detail on every single one of the transfers.
And then we jumped over to TTS, and then we did Jackbox, which is where
we usually ended with.
yes.
If you
it's
you
now
also
called
remember,
Smashpunks, and it's still not been released yet.
if you remember, we were super surprised because we thought we weren't going. I think our saying was, if we raise $1, we did good. Our goal of $250 was broken by the end of that first segment.
Yes.
We were in shock. But anyway, after that, God, I should have pulled up a list of what we were streaming at the time.
Yeah, that would have been useful.
But yeah, we kind of just kept doing our normal thing. And then I remember Dio and I kind of talking about, well, do we want to add Zoe in? Because Zoe at that point was just doing a lot of unpaid intern work.
Yeah.
Because
I wasn't. I was streamed for a little bit.
I think you did a couple of little streams, but you didn't really do a lot. You mainly just
I couldn't really get
background.
into it. It was really stressful. But I just liked playing games with you guys. Honestly, it was just a chance to hang out, and I had a laugh doing it.
And then it was we'll see if Zoe wants.
And then I can tell. Can I tell the story of how Dio asked me?
Yeah, because I don't think I did it very well.
You really didn't. So, one day he just randomly texts me, and he asks me what my favorite color would be other than pink, because he was trying to prompt which color on the logo would be mine. And, you know, my username is Pink Cat Fedora. I had pink hair, and pink was already taken by Anna. And so I said that red was my favorite color. And then he said, can you give me a hex code of your favorite red? And I asked, what is this for? And he said, surprise. I sent him a hex code of a red I liked. And then he just sent me the first version of this logo behind me, which didn't even have the red stripe in it yet. It was just the pink stripe, the blue stripe, the purple stripe with a red Z on it, and that was it. And he was just like, cool, you're Korean. I was like, that's so nice, thank you. And I was so excited that I was just like, okay, let's do it. I was not expecting it at all, and I was very honored to have been considered for you guys to like decide for me, of all the people that you were streaming with, to be the next member. That meant a lot. Still does.
There were a couple of people, like Cookie featured a lot, but
yeah,
because of their living situation, they couldn't talk. They were just there, as you'll see in a second on the video, in text chat form. And there were people that dropped in and out, but we were playing a lot of games. We were like chatting a lot and doing a lot of streams. It was like, yeah, it makes sense.
It was also when we decided to add people, it was more how the people we were adding, we thought, how the people we were adding were going to kind of just, you know, mix with us.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, you can be friend, and I don't want to, you know, like Cookie and all the other people that we streamed with, I don't want to say y'all aren't our friends. You're our friends. But there's a difference between being friends and then being able to 3 days a week go live and not get pissed at each other.
I mean,
so
over the years, Anna and I struggled with that a little bit.
Most of the time, we didn't get pissed at each other.
Well, that's because one thing that Dio and I found out real quick, especially through the Terraria series, was it worked really well with the what do they call it, the something in the fool, the it's like a routine where one person is very
yeah.
knowledgeable and the other person is an idiot.
Yeah.
I worked very well as the knowledgeable person, and Dio worked fantastic as the idiot.
And
Yeah,
especially
that's just
like,
all of Blackadder.
all of my favorite Diotor clips are just massive brain farts, and they're so funny.
yeah, and it's
Because you are the most ADHD person I've ever met, and that is saying a lot. If you know my mother, you know why that is saying a lot.
and especially from there, it's like
That's it. Pod has
yeah.
said it. Straight man and the fool.
Whenever I play a
That's it.
game, I will, if I'm like playing it on my own, I will play it seriously but at the same time, it depends on what game it is. Like, I will always go out, and if I see an opportunity to cause chaos, have fun, blow stuff up, I will always take it.
Yeah, usually at my expense.
Yes. But
Usually at everybody's expense.
Well, I mean, it's the whole meme that whenever Dio uses an explosive or fire in a video game, it was somehow...
Hold on. We'll say... Damn it, Dio.
that was very quiet.
It's always very quiet.
But it will somehow get magnetized to my person.
There was one I'll never forget on the Terraria, and the clip's out there, I think, on my YouTube channel, or on my Twitch channel, where it's me in a pit, and I'm like, Dio just jumps down. I'm like, now be careful, this isn't really a straight drop. And he goes, I'll be fine, I'll be splat.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
It's fun.
There's one clip which I always think of. It was a Sea of Thieves clips where Dio puts an explosive barrel down next to fire.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
And then turns around as if nothing would happen, as if it would just be fine. To this day, that baffles me.
The best bit is you put the clip in the video from Anna's perspective, and you just see me put it down, turn around, an explosion goes off.
Yeah, and you start to say something as if there wouldn't be an explosion as well.
Or I'll just leave this here, or whatever it is.
You said that you said the ship is slightly on fire.
Yeah. Let's take this chance. We have the first best of video that Zoe did for us for 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're jumping into the 2020s now.
Well, I just wanted to say maybe be a good idea before we get the videos and just get a flood of friends in. We just let Falcon talk about like how she joined the group, so that then we don't have to stop.
Yep.
The videos later.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about the unpaid intern.
Yeah,
that generally happens. You know, corporations are. Yeah. Also, the year itself, I never remember. Like, I can't remember.
It was Transmus 2020.
No, it would have been 21 because that was the
No.
first year Hannah. No, 20.
No, it was 2020.
It would have been. It was 2020.
Yeah,
It was 2020
Hannah
because
was
I remember Falcon because we also met. I also met Arlo and Ruby the same day. I remember when I met them, so I also remember when I met Falcon.
It was the Transmus with Bigger Gene.
Bigger G.
That's
Yes.
I really remember that part.
Yeah.
And I ended up joining, and then Zoe sent me a message like, "Hey, I have this bit more private server. You want to come along there?" I was like, "Sure."
We don't talk about the private server.
Do we?
I don't know. Does Boudinis exist?
Yes.
Yeah.
For those out of the loop, Boudini's Realm is a private server that I made just for friends to hang out with that wasn't connected to streaming or anything public at all. So if anyone from the community is just hanging out in a private setting, it's usually there.
Which I want to point out is the whole reason that Zoe ended up being the community manager on
And it's
on
why
the
everyone
Discord.
keeps giving me their Discord servers, because I'm the only person who knows how to fucking run them.
Yes.
By the way, I still want you to run mine, which is half set up. But that's a whole other conversation.
Pay me.
I will give you $1.
I'll
For
think
about
about it.
3p these days, then.
Yeah, so Zoe ends up inviting me, and at the time I'm just thinking, because it was not long into like COVID had already happened. I think at that point we were all a bit more isolated at that point. I was like, I don't really meet up with people in person at the moment. I not really active in any online communities. So I was like, why not? Let's just jump in. These people seem nice. Let's go.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Try and be friendly to them. Yeah. And then they never let go. Yeah, so I ended up joining in there, and then it was like a few weeks later, the first time I was ever on the stream was a Fall Guys stream, and it was a case of I was massively nocturnal at this point, a habit that took years to kind of kick, even barely now. But I woke up and then I like saw a notification like, oh, Dio's inviting someone else to join as like the third person for Fall Guys because we were needing someone. I was like, yeah, sure. So I got out of bed, sat at my computer because that's how close it was.
I'll be honest.
I can touch my bed from my chair.
I'll be honest. Like
kick the wall to my bedroom.
I think because I vaguely follow things because like life just keeps getting in my way, and I'm sitting there and Dio goes, "Well, I'll invite Falcon." I'm like, "Who the fuck is Falcon?"
Yeah, you also had like 3 different usernames, and it was really fucking confusing.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
there was a solid period for like 2 months where nobody knew what we were supposed to call you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we were just guessing.
I remember that.
And then Falcon is just the one that stuck.
Stuck.
Yep.
Stuck. That's why I said.
Stuck.
I'm gonna stand by it. Stuck.
So Falcon was the one that stuck there.
What country are we going to now?
All of them.
One of them. But yeah, I ended up joining there, and then it was not long after that we started getting into playing a lot of Apex, and we just and then there was lockdown and all of the things that happened with there. We just ended up spending days playing Apex together, and that sort of
and then me, Dio, Falcon, and Amp, we just we go through phases of playing shooters together, basically, and Apex was a big one during that time.
And then it was because it was Apex for a while, and then it bounced to Fortnite, and then it went back to Apex. Then it went back to Fortnite. It just keeps flip flopping between a lot of them.
Yep.
Yeah, I do want to point out every single time that Dio, for almost a solid year, every single time Dio is like, "Hey, I'm going to stream Apex today," and I'm like, "I hate first-person shooters." Can we not?
We did
and GTFO.
And GTFO. We did get you on for one Apex stream, Anna. I do remember that.
And we finished first. And I went, "I'm done. I'm on top.
Never playing again.
Better."
I never need to play again.
Yeah, it was GTFO for a while too, Dio.
Yeah. That was good.
Oh, those were fun.
And then
it was fun, but also we spent like 3 months trying to beat one level and we never did.
No, and then we gave up, and then at one point Deep Rock came out, and then we just played Deep Rock.
We go through phases of
Yeah, but I remember after we'd sort of stopped playing GTFO as a group, I still really liked playing it, so I just tried to do the levels solo.
Oh, I remember that. That was a weird phase. That was a weird arc.
Yeah, but it was a weird arc. I think I ended up getting further than we ever got after they added bots.
Yeah.
That could come in and help. After they added that, it was a lot easier trying it solo.
Which is upsetting.
So why don't we jump into the first best of?
Sure.
Which this will be for the 2020.
Yes.
That's the 20. This will definitely unlock some memories.
Because I had this idea. I had the idea for making these best of videos late 2019, but because I'd only been there for a few months and there weren't as many good clips, because I came up with the idea so late, I decided not to do it for 2019.
And then from there, part of that is the early years. There wasn't a lot of clips made because
I can tell you why. Basically every single clip from the 2020 video are things that I clipped, which is why there are almost no clips where I wasn't there, and even a couple of them where I wasn't on the stream were still I was the person who clipped them and edited them.
Yeah.
So I already because that was just a habit that I had developed. So I already had all these good clips that I had saved. And then I made a silly little compilation, and I decided to subtitle it, which was a fucking mistake, and I've not made that mistake since.
But anyway, let's jump into it. Are you all watching the?
Wait.
Ready to go.
I'm messaging guests.
Okay, I did see Prada was in one of the calls, ready to go.
Yeah, I'm dragging people through. We have in the call now. We have an Ample Fitzgerald Sai, and we have a Prada. Amp will not be in this video.
Not yet.
Oh, who can I hear?
Amp.
I think it's Prada.
That was my bad. That was my bad.
Prada.
Prada.
How you doing, Prada? It's been a little bit.
Definitely been a while.
Yeah. So let's get into the video.
Yep. Let me.
We might have more friends show up later on when they are
Don't
available.
shoot me with the Nerf gun!
Oh, that sounds even better.
Fun fact, that is the second most viewed clip on Dia's channel.
It is, yes.
Wait,
Yep.
most viewed clip on your.
Yes.
Prada
Get to that.
swearing.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes, I did.
No, seriously, guys, shut up a sec.
And the audience.
My mum wears glasses and has purple hair.
But does she have orc teeth?
And horns?
I mean, I wouldn't say it in front of her.
Go.
Phoenix Lodge. Jesus
I don't
Christ.
remember this.
I don't know if you were
was
there
great.
for this one.
I don't think you were there.
Guys.
That was my contribution.
Yep. Look, we're playing Civic
Up
Doodle.
next.
It's you!
Really, man? Why have I got... What's wrong with my mouth?
The biggest question! Is that the biggest question?
The rest is me. I've got horns,
Wow.
purple hair,
My mum's awesome.
wee
Yeah.
eyes,
yeah.
purple eyebrows.
Yeah, you
God, I
wish we could include the part where you-
Ask her
Where
about
was
all the
the-
No,
cocaine.
he
Drawing was called No to Mother.
Zoe, ask her about all the cocaine.
Oh, that's cocaine.
Yeah, because I take shitloads of drugs.
Why the three
That whole
skulls
sequence
dotted
was
around?
incredible.
Pause.
I have something to share with the class here. I don't know how well this is going to come up.
Not
It's not really
very.
coming up at all. But that drawing we made of my mother to this day is her contact image on my phone, and it is my favorite thing in the world.
Oh my god,
That's beautiful.
that's glorious.
Oh,
It says "Mum, emergency contact," and then it's that stupid fucking drawing. It's wonderful. Anyway, continue.
And then the play, maybe.
And then the play.
Play?
Click
Did you
the,
break
That's
it?
cocaine.
No, click
Yeah,
the.
'cause I take
Yeah,
shitloads of drugs.
that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Why are there three skulls dotted around the fucking...
I don't know. The last secondary weapon.
Fucking blood and
Wait,
bacon.
Zoe, come here a second.
Love this game. Gold mine for funny.
Hey, you discovered the secret of the three skulls painted in my barn. That's right. Well, the secret is 3 people died here 3 years ago. See, there was a big fight in here, and I was the only one who survived. Now you can stick that tidbit in your hat. Hold on to that for a while.
Huh.
I'm so happy I convinced you to play this game with me
It
for a
was
few nights, dear, because we got
so
some
weird.
fucking bangers out of this.
Wait, you only played it for a few days?
The guy walked
Are we
into
playing
the-
for like
sorry.
4 or 5 streams, something like that?
Yeah. It was hilarious.
Whoops.
You'll hear that a lot.
That whoops haunts my nightmares.
Dio, I know you're only killing the girls first.
I'm just gonna pause again. I know that there are reasons that clip disappeared, but there is a very significant clip from that game that,
Oh my god, I know exactly what we're talking about. It's so funny, dude.
and there are significant reasons why it's disappeared. A lot of
Yeah, so we play through the entirety of Payday 2. We beat basically every one of the missions in canonical order. including the stealth-only ones. And there was one, it was Breaking Fez. It's the last stealth-only mission chronologically, and we were stuck on it. For like 3 full streams, we were just failing and failing and failing, and we couldn't beat it. It was actually from that last clip of Payday 2 was from that mission, and Dio accidentally shot the guy we were there to steal
While
from
trying to
and
shoot
not kill.
Cookie, but the alarm had
Yeah.
already gone off. We'd lost it already.
But there was a clip where Dio ran through a guard and did not get caught.
Yeah, so it
And
was that's never going to work, and then it worked every time, and Zoe's never been able to pull it off.
1,500 hours in Payday 2, and that is a feat I have never seen replicated prior or since, and it destroyed my worldview. That was the start of me starting to believe that Dio is not real.
Yeah.
Hi, Sam. That road technically doesn't exist.
Nope.
Oh, I love ATS.
I can't even remember how they got onto that road.
Piss!
The first Piss King!
We're all adults. We're all adults.
Piss!
We don't want anyone to get hurt
We
here,
still
okay?
say piss.
We can talk about this logically. You could just turn a blind eye. You could just let me go. You could just pretend you didn't see me. We could just say ah!
For the whole of that.
Can you fucking do something? Like end the level.
Oh my god, I
or
love
something
this
so I
one.
don't keep bleeding
I love this
out.
clip.
I'm playing cat with a hot potato.
If you die, we're fucked. I can't use a pill. I don't have arms.
Wait for it.
Can you not speak to the phone?
And I was spamming left click so blood would shoot out of my armhole, which is a feature in this
Okay,
game.
that's much better than I thought. Hey, how does a scientist count the animals on the farm?
And that got me an achievement somehow. I don't know if you can see that in the bottom right.
Because you blew your own arms off. That's what the achievement was, mate. Here, can you move your mouse off the screen so the thing goes away?
I did.
Oh,
There we go. Oh yeah, Matt's noises.
Yep.
I'm over
Yeah.
there. Okay. Sorry, what?
I have all these clips saved in a folder, and that one is just called Matt Comes.
Wow!
This is the most viewed clip.
God.
I'm still mad at you, Carter, for stealing my spot as most viewed clip.
Can we pause for a second?
Yeah. Yep.
God, I don't even know how to express how angry I was.
It was
Like, I think that I genuinely struggled to do calibration. Like,
yeah.
God, my success rate was probably like 5%.
It was one of the. It was one of the first
so
cunts
close
we
to
had on
finishing it that time.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so close to finishing it, and then it just stopless.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good clip. I do hate it though because it stole the fucking me screaming after being murdered by a chainsaw as the most viewed clip.
Yeah, I do think that clip deserves the spot.
I had that bit planned. I had it fucking loaded up on my phone. There was someone in the room with me, which was a part of the bit, which doesn't really come across in the clip. But it just...
Yeah, meanwhile, I just got angry over a video game.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
very
do that all the time, though!
There was production value.
Yeah, sorry about
Slightly creeping up with the camera.
I wanna go home.
Yeah, because I saw it on the monitor and then turned left and saw you staring at me.
Stopless
Speaking of staring.
was dead in the launch pad.
Prada, why are you laughing?
Prada, ended up in the med bay, and I was walking past, and it just popped up, and then we just sat still and stared at each other.
So funny.
Yeah, I think the actual quote was and stared at each other's eyes.
Whoa!
I
That
think
dude
that must have
retired in
been
the
the
fucking
most.
building!
Ah,
Holy
that's a clip
shit.
from one of my few solo
Yes.
streams.
Not really. Oh, it's that dude cut in the building! There he go! He's back! Boys!
I was so excited.
Oh no, I think I remember this.
Oh my god!
Jesus.
It's pretty good timing.
I only blame him when I think it's him.
Oh, this is my
I will
favorite.
say, that double kill.
That was fucking amazing teamwork.
Fuck me, I nearly had a heart attack. Because Mika kind of gave an indication we were ready to do it. So I hit the kill button.
I had no idea what is an indication that we are ready to kill people?
But,
Give that away.
and then
Please tell
you
me.
did, you just wiggled. And
I wiggled.
you wiggled. And then
I tell you what, after 3 years of being together, if you don't know what my wiggle means, we have got a problem.
But no, 'cause I hit the kill button. And then Mika let me before she committed her kill.
Can you pause, Dio?
Yeah.
So, can I just say really quick, I don't do horror very well.
Yeah, but the wiggle clip is one of the that is the hardest I have ever laughed on stream. There are 3 clips of all time which I go between like being my favorites, the other 2 are in the 2022 video, and wiggle is one of them. It is so funny. I've also noted that in basically all of these videos, like Mika doesn't show up as often as the rest of us do, but whenever she does, it's really funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, she has secretly been the funniest member of Diotior Productions the whole time. I think we can all agree on that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like how you looked at the camera as if to check it was okay, the face you were making, even though you're not on
Nobody can see
camera.
my face.
Yeah, remember that one game of, I think it was Golf, where Gil said he got in the hole and Miku just said, well, fuck your hole.
Well, fuck your hole. Yeah, that was
That does sound like
We'll
something
get
I would
to
say,
it.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember what this one is. I've watched through this video recently to make the thumbnails.
Oh, you messed up.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Did her kill.
Hi, Turtle.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
All you're gonna do
Come
right
back Saturday where.
now.
Ow! My arms!
My arm!
I think my arms fell off.
Don't worry, Dio, I'm armless.
As Zoe and I,
That's a
as
Falcon
skeletons
joke.
somehow slowly bleed
Yep.
out.
It was a solid one.
I lost my arms!
Yeah, come back Saturday where I believe the plan is currently Anna and I are going to do a bit of trucking in America. Oh, you just leaked. So we're going to do that, so come back then for that. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm bleeding! I'm bleeding!
Oh, I can do that too.
I pride myself on my ability to do funny screams.
Okay,
I'm the
Very
fucking
good,
master
very
of
good.
funny
Day
screams.
4.
Oh, come on!
What? Oh, fuck's sake.
If it wasn't clear, Dio and I both picked the skeleton skin on accident.
Out my face.
Hi, Dio.
No, you bitch!
I'm the needy, greedy piggy. And I'm just gonna keep on talking about myself and my big fat head
It's so funny.
until you shoot me down and gut me to die. Blah, blah, blah. I will talk to you until you're sick of hearing my stupid voice.
You really should be hearing this, darling. Is it loud and ready to go?
I remember.
Okay, whenever you're
Oh,
ready,
the chicken.
Thomas.
remember the sound effect humor.
I'm disappointed, Stoplin.
That was
Oh,
hilarious.
oh my god.
Oh no.
It's probably Zoe. How dare you assume I would stoop to such low levels? I am a woman of class.
I remember
Oh
this
my
one.
god. This was me as well that I clipped this.
Cock. Always too hard.
And the start of the quote of the year began!
Oh my god, Sam!
Nailed it.
Have a nice fall. I heard it's very nice outside.
Oh, that went well.
It's not.
My hug.
Remember that? I don't know why, but that hug clip is like the most nostalgic clip for me. I cannot explain why, but it just is.
Oh my lord.
Call him Gene. I know that's yours.
Call it Gene! I called it Cyberpunk 2020! Why the fuck is it called?
That is a nice little white patch.
Why is it called Gene?
To the sea with you.
Well timed.
Thank you. I've been doing this long enough, you know?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! I remember this.
This is the funniest bit I've ever done, and I deserve mountains more credit than I have received. I put an uncomfortable amount of thought into who was going on which girl, and I want that to be known publicly.
Why am I the one that looks like bad things are happening to?
That special day.
Oh god, I forget this is in. Every single time I watch this video, I forget I put this in.
Zoe, forgetting emotions.
Couldn't possibly. Dissociative disorder? Never heard of her. Aww.
Yeah.
And somehow the world got even more shit. We don't know.
Oh man.
So I do want to point this out.
It's not finished yet, Anna.
Oh, it's not?
Oh god, I'm not ready for this. I want to apologize in advance. I am embarrassed by most of these clips today.
He did like 140 damage with that last shot.
What, the shot? I don't know
With a great... No, you fucking idiot! Why you shot that?
This is not the look shot.
Dio, no, Anna! I'm betrayal!
You just...
That's one of my better streams.
Why do you repeatedly do?
Why are you even outside? Why are you never near where the objective is? After constantly asking you to stay near where the objective is.
Fuck off!
Oh my god!
Oh, fuck's sake! Fuck's sake! Fine!
How are you this shit?
I'm so sorry for 2020 me. She was a different beast.
So
that entire section was sensory overload.
Yeah.
So the so 2020 and the pandemic kind of affected us all a little different.
Mhm.
Like on my end, and again, not to go too deep or anything, but it hit hard. And the only thing like keeping me going was the fact that like, okay, yeah, I'm playing games with friends, which is getting my mind off things, but I want to make sure that we're getting everybody else's mind off of things as well. I don't know if we did a good job of that or not.
We did
honestly
things,
don't. But
yeah.
From mostly on the outside point of view at that point, I definitely did.
yeah, we just
Yeah.
you know that's always been kind of my goal is like help people as much as I can through streaming and all that. But yeah, especially like end of 2020 going into 2021 was to this point the hardest part of my life, which is saying something. But yeah, like it I always knew I had stream there and at least had 3 hours a week or so to chill and have fun.
And then obviously, as you saw clips from there, we managed to get a very, very good Transmos up together that year.
We did.
We got Hannah involved that year. We raised so much money. Like, what did we set it as? So we
almost $4,000.
Yeah. 3. We set our original goal to beat what we did the year before. We set it at $1,200, smashed it. Then we set second goal at 2.5, smashed it. We raised 2.8 in total over the course of that.
It was the year after we did like amazing, wasn't it?
No, that was the best one.
Like even more amazing, or was okay.
That was the best one. Because Doc donated like $200 at one point.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Well,
and
it never like we wanted to raise as much money as possible, but it was always more about like, the raising the money was nice, but we always kind of kept in the back of my mind, if we raise $100, we're still doing something.
Yeah.
Or that one trans person who thinks that they're completely alone and they have nobody to go to. Hey, come on in, have a game key. Which I cannot wait until we get into that one Transmos where you bought the freaking Jingle Jam. And we were handing out keys for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Oh no, we had way too many keys to give out.
I probably still have a few left over.
Arlo still has some keys to give out.
To be fair, I think those keys have lapsed now, actually.
Probably.
But
you gave me like 5.
Yeah, so
I think I walked away with 3 of them.
The stream started with Prada donating $150 with the last one, dang it, Zoe, now I have to do this. And then
that was a story there.
Duck following up with 100, Prada's out of money, ha 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 ha. And then
oh yeah, the war.
And then another couple from Duck, and then Prada, #Transmos, #ScrewStopless with another $50. Then more Duck with, hey guys, look at Fluffy Bumhole.
Pardon?
You heard.
I'm afraid I did.
And
you heard
then
that's right.
another couple around that, and then Duck to try and take the lead again with a I do math right with 1569, which I presume would have taken us somewhere close to 420.69.
Probably.
Yeah.
Then Poison Adder $300.
Well, we don't need to go through.
Yeah, and then a load more, and then
we have a lot more to do this stream.
Yeah,
we made money.
We made a lot of money for Trans Life Live.
No. We didn't make any money off of Transmos. We lost money on every Transmos.
I said for
we
Trans
raised
Life
money.
But yeah, so that was absolutely great.
Anyway,
and then I personally think 2021 was our best year.
Disagree. I think 2022, but we'll get to it.
Yes.
I want to say, elephant in the room. This video is the 2021 video is much shorter than all of the other ones.
It is, yes.
And I can tell you why. Because after a year of making multiple clips every stream, streaming like at least 2 times a week, I was fucking sick of it. And so I was like, everyone else can make the clips now. I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore.
And nobody
and
really
then no one made any clips. And so me and I think Amp was there and a few other mates, we went through the fucking weeds to just find the clips that we did have. I even went as far as to skim through a few Jackbox VODs, which were like 3 hours long, trying to find anything that was good, just to try and get the video basically longer than 5 minutes long.
She did tell us to hit the clip button, but in our defense, we were busy.
And then I remember that at the end of 2021, when the video was quite short, we got in a meeting, just the crew, and one of the things that was said in that meeting was, I was like, can you guys make a clip button, please? Because that's going to make my life so much easier at the end of the year. And then that's why...
Yeah, and then at some point I got...
We did, I still have it.
I made a clip button, I still push it.
I still
push it now.
And then that's why the 2022 and 2023 videos are, an appropriate length, because it wasn't relying on me to spend 10 minutes after every single stream editing all of the funny.
In the 2021 video coming up, if I did my math right, my two highest clips. Well, yeah, my two highest clips of all time are in the 2021 video. It's saying it was created 3 years ago, so it says it was created 3 years ago, so it should be.
Yeah, I have an encyclopedic knowledge of these videos because I, made them and have watched them so many times.
I'm not going to say I'm surprised.
The second most viewed one is in there.
The first one isn't in the video. The second one is.
What? You didn't do Anna Can't Door?
I didn't do Anna Can't Door. I'm sorry.
Dun dun dun.
2021, Zoe. You can't. She's dead.
Do we want to crack on and watch the next video?
Yeah, let's crack on to the next one.
But with that, also notably the year I started.
It was. You're in this video.
Look at the Christmas
Pause it.
Christmas bunny.
So real quick, I just want to, since this would have been Amp's first year, yeah?
Yes.
So I was working at McDonald's, and Amp and I just literally hit it off for seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
we worked at the same McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. We worked at the same McDonald's. We closed together all the time. And I just remember mentioning at one point, hey, I stream, blah, 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 come check it out. Being, as Jesse Cox says, advertising like a shameless whore.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, I'm seeing Amp everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere, motherfucker. No, I had no one and nothing at that time, and so it was I just started hanging out all of the time, and that transitioned into me getting invited into Bedini's to help plan for Anna. I think it was either you or one of your alters birthday parties in Minecraft.
Rosie's birthday party.
Yeah.
I remember spending far too much time building
getting
that
invited into the GTFO.
Yeah, I was there for a while in that building.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
and then so Amp joined around March of 2021, and I just want to say, an in-joke in the community is that Amp is the secret sixth member of Diotior Productions, because out of all of the people who are not crew, she has been on streams by far the most. The joke is that they are the white in the text. That is they're all along.
Order.
And then a lot of clips involve Amp.
Yeah. The fucking one of the funniest people I know on this earth.
You're using me for content in all of your TikToks.
Poor TikTok.
The hiding behind the Baldurs song
Well, not
is
been
on
missed.
TikTok
Boulder.
and on YouTube Shorts.
And Amp's my best friend now. They're one of my favorite people on this earth. And our friendship story is really funny because they were part of the community, but we were basically just acquaintances. We weren't actual friends for about 6 months, because they were just one of the people who hung out in group settings on movie nights or during streams and stuff like that. we didn't realize at the time that we have an incredibly similar sense of humor. I just assumed that they were a very giggly person. I didn't realize it was because we have the same brain. And then in August during an Among Us stream, and made an incredibly specific reference to a YouTuber Alpharad and created the event which we now know as Meat Lair. And then we were best friends basically a minute after that because it was we became so close so fucking fast after
there was
that.
an immediate understanding of who the other was.
Yeah, we just
based off of that one event.
The fact that we both understood what that reference was and understood why it was funny meant that we just immediately trusted each other. We understood that we had the exact same sense of humor, and we just became super close, super fast. It's one of my most cherished memories. It's not in this video. I just thought I'd mention it because it was from this year.
Okay, I have a question. Was it the 2022 video that had that extra cut at the very end?
This one and the next one. This one's got the House of Mirrors joke. Spoilers. And then the next...
Okay.
Every one of them has a post-credit scene, Mr. Productions. That's a huge part of the draw of these videos.
We might need to talk about that House of Mirrors edit at the very end.
I'm going to.
Anyway,
I'm going to.
I'm going to hit play.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, back to the start. Back to the start.
But with that,
all the fire went out.
Oh, it's tipping over us. Guys.
Oh,
we're fine.
I believe in the power of the pier.
Oh, God!
Yeah, that's me, Zoe. You're probably wondering how I got into this crazy situation. Well, it all started back in 1978 when 39 raccoons entered my corporate office space looking for cheese whiz.
Fun fact, the music that plays over all of these text intros in all 4 videos are different parts of Enemy Approaching from Undertale, and I used the entire song over the 4 videos.
Oh, that's fun.
No! Falcon!
It's a very neat detail.
I got bugged!
I've heard it all together.
I can't do anything.
I'm alive! A plant killed the bug.
If you can get to me, you'll see it above me.
Boom.
I got the bug.
But somehow I went down 3 times according to...
No! Fuck off! No! Not again!
Or grabbed again.
Doesn't come in, Joey.
Yep.
This close.
Oh,
No. Oh god, that was so close.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's fine. Everything is
Oh,
awesome.
fucking hell!
I wonder what films came out recently.
Okay, there's another normal
Film
one
came out
around
recently.
there,
That was
but I'll see what the scouts do
2014,
first.
man.
You realise the tentacle came within like a foot of you then?
Yes.
7 years
there's
ago.
one-
Yeah, I see
Yes.
it. I see it. I see it. I'm just waiting for the scout. I'm just going where. I'm just trying to avoid the scout. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. I'm afraid.
Arlo still sings that to this day. And Boulder.
Oh, there's an Enderman over here. Oh,
all this.
he's angry.
Is it really?
Ow, my face.
Trevor's fucking scream there.
I'm not sure that gets you anywhere, Dio. I know, you ready?
What I love about that clip is after Dio shoots out the cannon, you can hear me go, ooh.
Oh! Okay, they were by admin. But Mika, you still there? Mika?
Classic.
No death by Snoo Snoo?
What does that mean? I'm so confused. Nah, I'm abstaining. I'm abstaining from voting.
Okay. So down to
Alright, Prada, choose. Prada.
Trying not to talk over him.
Come on, Sam.
Oh, this is my favorite clip.
I don't.
Wow.
That's
Alright, last chance.
Nail it.
Flag. Fuck.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now, mind you, this is at 2 in the afternoon.
It does sound like a ghost sneeze.
I love this clip.
Yes, run away, animals, run
Dio,
away.
no brain.
Can I have some help, please?
You all died at the same time.
Whoops.
I think I was still stuck on the ship and just saw Frank follow
Through my skin because I was white and boring.
It's true, white people are very boring.
Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, are you yellow because Poison stole your blue?
Wait a minute. Why am I black?
I wanted to be that really nice pink at the bottom, but it's not.
God, the way that everything just comes to
Yeah,
speaking
that's not a
part.
good way to come out with that sentence.
Well done, Prada.
Well done, Prada.
God damn it.
Damn it.
I hate that one. Come here.
This is one of my favourite clips that I ever got of Anna's stream.
That is literally the one that is going to make me jump the most. You have the gunshot, I have the dicks.
I knew as soon as I said it.
Why are you naked?
Yeah.
To show that my character has changed.
Yeah, dear, I believe you. You didn't need to strip naked to prove that. You fucking weirdo. I already said I believed you. You just fucking stripped naked in front of me.
Zoe is a nice cube now. Oh, holy shit. Oh, holy shit.
My man knows nothing about Pokemon tech charts.
Oh, it's not funny anymore, I don't care enough.
This is why we never give you our names for you using video games. You always get us killed.
Oh god.
Alright.
Boing, boing, boing,
What?
boing, boing, boing.
What?
The confusion on your face, Anna, that just adds to the whole clip.
I don't want to stop doing this.
I just noticed how good the last two quotes in Query Room are next to each other.
Oh,
Thank you for using my 13 Korean men. I can't believe for the second time in this stream I've been signed 13 Korean men.
That was a whole thing.
Yes.
I remember that night.
Giving them a whole lot of use today.
Falcon. Turn around, look up.
So basically, you're fucking blind.
Yes.
Ruby's here. She's playing ukulele.
Thank you for the ukulele backdrop for this
Yeah, just some
horrific game.
Yeah, I fell through this bit. Grab your turret.
And I'm just trying to crack on and getting a bit annoyed.
we're fucking the three of us are just losing.
You're just gone.
Oh, someone please fucking clip that.
Oh, that was wonderful.
You streaming?
Yeah.
I love Ruby so much. She's so fucking insane.
Such a good moment.
I fucking love you.
Oh, I thought that was the Morkai quote. I know it was the final.
That was my first Ruby encounter.
Yeah. I really don't know how to win this one.
No.
Guys, help! Help! I'm phasing out! Help! Help!
There used to be a video to this song.
Oh, no,
Happy
sorry,
Monkey Circle.
I forgot I put that. You'll never find me because I didn't have a Twitter account.
There used to be a video to that song.
Thanks for
called
enhancing you.
Happy Monkey Circle that would go on.
Oh, wait
for
for
10
it, wait for it, wait for it.
Oh
no.
There's a lot of them. Aww.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I got this fucking close. And I'll tell you a secret. If I stayed in Diotior Productions for another year, the post-credit scene of the 2024 best of would have been a compilation of every time someone swore or cursed for the entire year.
There would be a lot of them.
Please, please, somebody help me. Oh my god, I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I've been trapped in here for days. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. In the House of Mirrors.
Oh, and I'm screaming.
Of course.
I'll take this one. Okay.
So you stand on trial.
So, on November 21st, 2021, yes, I have this date memorized, I was at my friend EJ's and she was doing my makeup. And then I saw a notification on my phone that Amp had sent me a funny video that they liked from the YouTuber Penny Snapcube Parker. And the video was called Prismo's House of Mirrors. And it was a video where her and a few of her friends were on a call and they were doing this improv bit about this crazy clown in his house of mirrors and the detective who's lost, who's trying to stop them, but he's lost and can't find Prismo because he's in the house of mirrors. And it just completely infected our friend group for the next 4 months.
Yep.
And that's all of the jokes that we made were just House of Mirrors jokes. We were doing it over and fucking over again to the point where just to make people in the community laugh, I put it in the post-credit scene, that video. In my defense, though, I was having a manic episode.
That's bad.
So, can I throw my perspective in on this?
Go for it.
I had no fucking clue what they were talking about.
Me neither. Me neither.
None. And
because it was mostly Houdini's bit.
Yeah. So Dio, Zoe, and I are watching this, and the House of Mirror bits comes up, and we're like, "What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And you were like, "Okay, I won't do it anymore. I'll leave out the House of Mirrors."
Yeah.
And then next year happened.
Spoiler.
I didn't spoil anything.
Not yet.
This is the this is the best of video that I'm the most proud of. I think it all came together really well. The post-credit scene is really, really awesome. It was one of the best years just for clips, because this was this was the main year we were doing Sea of Thieves every week, and we got lots of really good stuff out of that game. This is of all of the best of all the 4 best of videos I've made, this is by far the one that I'm personally the most proud of.
This post-credit scene that is going to happen on this video.
We'll talk about it.
almost got you kicked off the crew.
Mm-hmm.
We had no idea. And it was
I don't think I've actually watched this one yet.
Let's put it this way. At the end, Dio and I are watching it.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to say what it is. All I'm going to say is, I remember messaging Dio with, "What the fuck was that?"
I'm there like, ma.
All right, play it.
Hit it.
You have to hit the play button. There you go.
I killed, therefore I am.
You're none of those things.
Ouch.
Except sexy.
Oh man. I'm still doing it! We still call her sexy! I'm fucking engaged to her now! Me calling her I'm sexy offhand has directly led to our joke engagement.
I haven't even been invited to the wedding, and I live 10 minutes away from Am.
Well, she's coming here.
I mean, that's a wonderful and beautiful.
I'm not going to America.
I remember this clip.
Especially if the dog was just heckin' cute about it.
Right? Dio, are you okay? Remember how I used to... What the fuck? All this.
Made a mistake.
Has not worked.
What was going through your brain?
Yes.
Hi. How you doing?
I love this clip.
Interesting. Did you see that? That was weird, right?
That was weird. Very weird. Hold on, I'm gonna come around.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, that happened.
That is one of the funniest Among Us interactions I've ever seen in my fucking life.
We're not gonna win this
Headshot.
fight.
Yes.
Ignore everything I've ever said.
Look how little health I had left.
Jesus.
How many
That's
kills
like a
did everyone have that
suggestion of
game?
hell, Fred.
Where have you been? You were at the bar again, weren't you?
I just want to point out, in the background, you can see me fighting
You and I
things
talked
while
about
these two are
this.
doing it.
Holy shit!
And it's either that you care more about hanging out with your friends, or you're cheating on me. And I don't know. We're taking the kids up to Mom's house.
That escalated.
I'm very confused of what I was
What was going through my head? I initially thought you were improving as my mother, and then suddenly you said we're taking the kids to Mom's house. And
No, I was improvising as your wife.
Yeah, I got it eventually.
Phrases when I woke up I never thought I'd hear.
Take your oddly ripped up penis
Ready.
body away.
Fire! I missed.
I didn't.
What? I am live. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. Oh, this God. Yeah, it's been a very interesting couple of weeks.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? A fucking cat?
I'm gonna enjoy the sinking from.
Yes, the day when we filled Anna's stream with a bunch of memes that me and Panalo have sent to each other in a group chat called 1% milk.
I'm going up with this shit.
And there was one in the background of Ethan Nestor.
Yeah.
I just got killed.
Stuck.
I'm in the captain's cabin.
I'm below
Let me off
deck.
the ship.
Wait, that's Dio's ghost that's rising from the floor.
I'm below deck.
Oh, well. See you later, dude.
Bye, everyone.
Here.
Yay! I'm now even more overweight. You have to hydrate,
posture check, and stretch. I can stretch. I like stretching. I just farted because
I heard.
Damn it.
So many.
And it's immortalized forever.
No. Fuck you.
I'm just gonna leave that there for later.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna.
Watch Dio here.
The ship is slightly on fire.
I only just realised watching this time the fire was there before Dio walked down the stairs.
Yes, I don't know why it was on fire.
Stay where you are.
Oh my god.
No
I don't know how you pulled that off.
Hey!
I think I handled that in the best way possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, see if these AI never change.
That's not how ships work.
That's not how boats work. My immersion.
Someone only needs one kill, right?
Yeah, so it's probably a really good idea that we all stand.
That stream was so good. We got
Little
so
layer
many
for little
good
guy.
clips out of it.
Fuck, what's it called?
Arlo was so out of it for this.
We'll talk about it.
That eats into the water.
A diving board?
A diving board?
No, where you put boats. But it's like
dock?
A dock.
No, because they're big.
No, they don't have
What
to
are
be
you
big.
saying?
A pier.
No, a dock.
You said.
Can you pause the Can you pause?
Oh, fuck's sake.
It was a jetty. What's the word they were looking for?
Of fucking course it was.
I just wanna explain that puzzle stream was like 3 or 4 hours, and Arlo was that stupid the entire time. It was one of the most frustrating streaming experiences I have ever had.
That was the anniversary of my mom's death. We were doing a charity stream for diabetes research.
Yeah, it was a fun night. In retrospect.
Yeah.
In retrospect.
In retrospect.
I'm
I've
just
gone.
trying to jestingly throw Falcon off. I didn't realise it would hit you.
I mean, we shouldn't fuck about with it.
This is okay.
Dear, it doesn't matter how many times, whether or not you intend to hit me with an explosive, it always will. How many more acts of God do we need to experience for you to accept that he is real and he has favorites?
He's going up the hard shoulder to try and overtake.
Oh, I remember this clip.
No! Don't you fucking dare, you prick! Oh my god!
Physics. That is the hardest I've ever heard Meeks laugh.
Could you hold on the thing, because I currently can't see it. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
fly
Here
it.
you go.
Cool. Thank you.
Oh, you hit the side of the ship on the way down?
Bye.
Are you okay, Dio?
No.
Oh, yeah, you've got to go to the other side of Tilted.
Anyway.
Cool sometimes.
I feel like that like intro was somewhat aimed to. Oh my god, run! Run!
So he's screaming.
What is happening?
I ran past one scout and it said, "Oh no, run!" And it had a gunpowder barrel, and then it ran into another one with a gunpowder barrel.
Mother of Pisk.
I like your baby.
That sounds like you're about to steal it.
It's awkward. We have the same face.
I found it. Dad.
Why did I run over the hill like I did? Such an imbecile.
Yes, Dio, you are an imbecile. Well, I just realised, because I have ammo patches, I have infinite shape charges. Dio, if I res-
Yeah, this is just developed by
Crusader!
We do in minute. Ready?
Okay.
Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zoe. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, guys. You're only 3 weeks late.
Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, I got it.
I've got my third gold. I've got my third gold on the same one.
I feel like I got us about 3 more.
I popped it with my long.
I was wearing the long guy costume.
We could.
The long guy has a tactical advantage. That's what I'm telling you.
Yes, but maybe tell me that when I don't have a mouthful of cider next time.
Do you have a mouthful of cider now?
No.
The long guy has a tactical advantage!
With my long.
You're like playing the
So wait. I know what you're
Another
talking about.
clip from
You're
that
talking
stream.
about the needle.
The cat for the needle. It's the cat for the needle.
That's what I said!
It's not the actual syringe, it's the thing that you keep the syringe in so it doesn't poke anyone.
The fucking cat for the
The
needle.
cat for the needle.
But it's a little tube.
It's just in the...
What?
Yeah! What?
Is it just my weird colorblind lighting that I have?
Yes.
Like filter that I've got set up, or is it really grayscale here?
It's really grayscale here.
Yeah, it feels like we're in a fucking like noir film.
Yeah.
For pirates.
Yeah, we're in
There's
the
only
noir
one way I
universe.
can get to this ship, right?
Going in with half health and no shields isn't your biggest brain move yet.
I don't need brain.
The fucking wheeze.
I sure don't, buddy.
Bot behavior. This clip.
Bot behavior.
That's in my top 3 clips. That's my top 3 clips.
God, there's more. No.
I love that Anna had the angle on that.
Yeah,
perfect.
No,
great.
favorite
If you want
moment
to
of this
just
year.
add more
Favorite
to
moment of this year. Meat layer.
Meat layer.
Meat layer? What the
You
fuck
don't
is a meat?
remember meat
What the fuck is a meat layer?
Pause. I don't know if you saw, but there is one frame at the end of that clip.
There is one
where
frame
it
of text,
popped up.
yes.
Yeah, where in case you were wondering, the text is when your friend names an incredibly personal moment of you two connecting as the best moment of their year, but they can only refer to the event as meat layer, so everyone just thinks you're both crazy. we talk about events in our friendship pre and post meat layer, by
That's
the
fair.
way. That's how we determine timeline stuff.
And then you go from that to Anna being a bit creepy.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah, that's a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
Can I wake up yet?
Wake up and Falcon
you
go to
probably should.
sleep.
That.
Oh.
I love how it takes me a second to see.
God, how much health do you
Wait, one.
I was going after the one that was up here. I was hoping that I'll be fine.
I'm dead.
Hiding behind the boulder. Doing a real good job. Hiding behind the boulder. Really hope I don't get shot. Hiding behind the boulder. I'm really scared.
Oh god.
Please,
It's allowed to be funny or it'll work.
I was hiding behind the
It's funny!
That's another really good one.
That
As
was.
strong as it could have. That was my impression of a huge.
If you guessed correctly, please put your
Trip,
credit card
hey!
number,
Ah.
3
Whoa.
digits back, and the
Oh.
expiration date in the comments below.
And if you got it
It took me a
wrong,
hot second to get
throw yourself
everything
down
clear.
the stairs.
That's a soundboard in my Discord
What?
server.
The
Me
one
saying,
from my
throw yourself
server?
down the
Yes,
stairs.
the one where you said snowy cat and threw a firebomb directly at me.
I meant to aim it so you were out of the splash zone and missed.
You are not a real person that exists. I don't believe you exist. You are a figment of my imagination. There's no explanation.
Hello. Sorry, I was talking without push to talk on again.
Hello.
So is today kind of like Diotior Productions' anniversary, if I remember correctly? Is that
Uh,
why
it's the release
today?
of the best of 2023, but we're going through the old best ofs first.
Yeah.
We're remembering our time together as a crew and celebrating it, and then wishing us off in the new era of doing stuff by ourselves.
Gotcha. Also, was now the correct time for me to pop in?
Yeah.
It's always the correct time for you to pop in.
We're just gonna have guests on for the rest of this video, and then we're gonna put it back for just streams. But we're happy to have you for the remainder of this video.
Neat. Sorry, I've been rogueliking Balatro.
That's fair.
Trying to unlock all the Joker is hard.
Anyway, continue.
I was talking about blowing up Zoe for some reason.
What explanation for how this continues to happen?
What's going on?
What's going on?
So good.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm gonna.
I saw you last with Silent.
You'll never take me alive.
Wanted Among Us is just a competition for who can get the funniest kill.
Jesus
It
Christ.
really is.
You called my child?
Jesus, why did I do this?
Because if I predetermined your fate, then would your life be worth living?
You thought you had me there.
Yes, because choice is not what gives life meaning, it's the feelings and experiences that you have. If we live in a computer simulation, and all of my feelings were artificial, I would still feel them, so they'd still be real. The origin of an emotion or an experience is not what makes it valuable, it's how it affects the individual.
Those were
Are you
words.
It sounds like Zoe's just got like a notes document just like off to her left.
There's someone else.
Nah, that was off the dome, baby. Pure Zoe philosophy.
Gibby Astro coming in.
Philosophy.
Yes, three-part saga.
The epic three-part saga, Zoe leaves.
Falcon, come live in the box with me.
I'm going for distance.
Gibby's coming in. Gibby is coming in, Zoe.
Yeah, I know, I'm leaving. I'm out.
Hi, Lifeline. Hi, Lifeline. Oh, hi,
I
Gibby.
will not win that fight.
There we go. Now the chat can actually hear the thing.
Yay. I'm going for his distance as fast as I can crawling.
Zoe's literally cleared the fucking...
Listen, I don't know how highly you rate my skills. I can't kill a full squad by myself when I had no shields and half health.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab the ammo.
There's triple take and an RA-45 in a backpack here. Get back, get the stuff. Okay, never mind.
I threw a frag grenade at them, that's all I could do.
Oh, it's those same fucking guy! See you later, you bunch of stinking animals!
Take off!
You asshole, think you can take me!
2 times I have escaped that squad now in the same game.
Oh, fucking hell. She tried to fucking take you out on the way up as well.
She'll never take me alive!
I've not played a lot of Apex. That character looks like Buzz Lightyear taking off.
Squad twice now. Fuck those guys specifically. I'm gonna go sit in a corner and hide.
Killed by Rolls Royce, yeah.
Same.
Who has 884 kills as Wraith.
Rolls Royce is popping off. They just got another down.
Yep.
Oh, I hear an airstrike. A Gibraltar airstrike.
Yeah, that'd be Poker Antov.
They're all using flatlines.
They're gonna. Oh my god, we're the
Zoe,
top.
it's you and them.
No, it's actually them. No, are you kidding me?
We're shadowing.
I have to fight them.
Or turtle like a bitch.
Oh, free.
Stop, nerd! I'm gonna do the same thing again! See you later, you bunch of stinking
I often wonder what that game was like from
their
other
perspective.
Yeah, I wonder if they tell stories of this moment as well.
Seeing the last player just take a vertical takeoff and be like,
Annoying as shit Valk who duped them twice.
Aww.
Now we have a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh.
My profile.
Shut up.
Everyone's bobbing their heads side to side except Dio.
I'm bobbing mine front to back.
In the presence of your family, your witnesses, and before we do today.
Is it just me, or did he mispronounce Diotior Productions?
Ages.
I waited 2 years to tell that joke.
Now, husband and wife, you may kiss your left butt.
Woo.
Yes, I was totally
yeah, she's right. She's behind Dio.
Yeah.
I want to make another version of this picture, but Anna's behind the tree instead.
That version kind of looks like you're growing out of the side of his neck.
Yeah, but I've always...
I knew what I signed up for.
It's sickness and health. You're right,
Yeah.
There's a funny in these credits. I still didn't have a Twitter, so I needed to link to something, and I thought it'd be funny.
I approved.
Yeah. No, I didn't ask you. I just did it.
Yeah. Don't approve.
Yeah, you proved.
I am your
Blatantly.
ghostwriter after all.
You are. That's true. Everything I make has secretly been amp the entire time.
And scene.
Flashback.
You're late. Hurry up and get changed. Customers will be here soon. I have a story about
Let's
this.
get to work.
Oh, fun.
Well, aren't you a hard worker? Well, I guess it's about time for me to be heading out.
I like the lore implications that we all met in a
Hey,
bar.
there's customers on there. You should go check up on them.
That Anna
makes
that I
sense for
work
y'all.
at.
Like, if you told me, hey, we all met at a bar one day, I could have bought it. Anna's the only outlier there. It's just like, what were you doing in a bar across the sea?
Oh, hey, you must be the new girl. I can't believe Anna hired someone as cute as you. You look like you have potential. Yeah, there's a lot I could teach you. You know, I come here a lot. I'm basically the co-owner at this point. You look
It's
nervous.
McDonald's.
Don't be. The weirdest thing about me is how much I like getting fucked by clowns. So, what time do you get off? So this is me. Want to come in?
Why does the muffled audio make it so cursed?
Welcome.
What is this? Some kind of meat lair? Thank you guys so much for laughing at my epic meat lair joke. Now maybe my parents will
Oh my
finally be
God.
proud of me. But until then, that wraps up the best of Diotior Productions 2022. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next year. Bye-bye. Wait a minute. What's that over there?
Oh, here it is.
This isn't a lair. This is a house. A house of mirrors. That's right, baby. This entire video was also nothing but a House of Mirrors joke. Nothing matters. None of you thought I could do it, but I got you with the same joke 2 years in a row, baby. Let's fucking go. I'm so fucking smart. I am the best internet funny person in the world. I travel in worlds you can't even imagine. You can't
The other
conceive
part of
of
this
what I'm capable of.
is that
I'm
Chris
so
keeps
far
cutting out the
beyond
capture
you.
slightly.
I'm like a god in human clothing. Lightning bolts shoot from my fingertip.
Okay. There are two things.
You say your thing, then I'll say my thing.
Okay, there are two things I want to point out about that outro.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe contacts us and goes, "Hey, I want you to record some lines."
Yeah.
And me, like, at that point, I was kind of dabbling in, like, trying to get some voice work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, so let me do this professionally. So I'm like, this is Anna Lee, and I'm doing this reading for, and like it was all professional. I did like 15 takes.
Yeah.
And then
I still have that saved somewhere.
and then I turn it over to Zoe with the message saying, "Hey, if you need another take, just let me know and exactly what you're looking for, and I'll give you that." Zoe comes back with, "Yeah, Dio gave me one."
Yeah.
And then also I was there on a call with Amp as she was recording her lines, and the only line that she doesn't break is the one where she mentions that she likes getting fucked by clowns. That is the only line that she did. She did one take for all of it, and I was like, it's good enough.
And so Dio and I are watching this, and we're like, yeah, this is really good. And then we get to the end, and it's like, all right, this is kind of funny. You know, I like how you incorporated lines. And then Meat Layer happens. We're both like, what the hell?
Understandably, like, what the hell is a meat layer?
Yeah, because it was an inside joke.
Said earlier in the video.
It was an inside joke.
I would argue that it was deliberately set up early in the video because drunk Falcon asked the question, "What the fuck is a meat layer?" And the post-credit scene answered that question. It's a layer full of meat.
But it started as an inside joke between you two that was going on Dio's channel about both of our streams.
I'll admit, because I was here for last year's watching of that video, and I had no idea what you were talking about.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think at one point Dio and I were like, all right, this is bull. Like, we need to get she's not crew anymore. Like, there's no way. No.
That's so
and we
funny.
actually had to secure a agreement that Zoe would not do an inside joke again in this year's.
Definitely, like, because it's one of those that they're funny if you know what's going on, and if you have no idea, it's like,
let me explain why I did it in that video from my perspective. Because in 2021, I was having a manic episode and it was a silly inside joke. I made it because I wanted to make Amp and Turtle and the people in the know laugh, and I did, and it was successful in that right. I agree, it was a stupid mistake, and I regret putting it in. But again, I was having a manic episode. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. But then in the 2022, I wasn't making it with the intent of making a in-joke that no one understand. I was making like a 50-layer irony deep joke. It was meant to be like a reference to the 2021. I was making fun of the fact that no one knew what the joke was, is what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to make an in-joke that nobody understands. And it was far more calculated in 2022. And also, fun fact, in my like screamy monologue at the end there, about halfway through, I just start verbatim doing a monologue from Better Call Saul.
There was also
I knew I recognized part of that.
Yeah, there we go.
There was also a point where Zoe was arguing to keep it in, just like, trust me, it's funny.
Yeah, no.
Trust me, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. Trust me. We're like, oh, fine.
Because I'd shown it to a few friends. I showed it to Amp. I showed it to Arlen before then, and everyone was like, "Yeah, this is funny. Keep it in." And I'm so proud of it.
The two people who had no idea what it meant were like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
And then for 2023,
can I interrupt quickly? Turtle, you are here and welcome. but we are about to remove all of the guests, so you'll be here for another 2 minutes.
I was here for like 10, 15 minutes total in between segments, which is
well. Let me take this opportunity then to do a small announcement. Here soon, and it revolves around Turtle. Here soon, I will have a new model.
Yay!
Oh, yes, I am working on that.
That's pretty cool.
That
have a new
sounded
model,
like
and that model.
That sounded like the turtle of, oh yeah, that's the thing that I forgot I was meant to be doing.
I want to point out, I also want to shout out Turtle's artwork as well, because Turtle has kept me in the loop. Turtle has set expectations, kept me in the loop, has taken some changes that I thought needed and put them in the thing. So if you need artwork done, go to Turtle.
100% Turtle, and also Turtle is one of the most stunningly brilliant artists that I know. I got a commission of Zelthana, my Dungeons and Dragons character from the campaign that we did last year, and it is breathtaking. Turtle's art is absolutely amazing. I can completely vouch for them, not just because they're a friend and because they're nice, but because they're really, really fucking talented.
And now that we have embarrassed Turtle so much that they don't want to talk.
Bye, Turtle!
Now we're going to kick all the guests off.
I joined and I got promoted. What do I want more?
I want to bring up, in 2023, we started streaming with Trip.
Yeah.
And
that was me.
I don't know the story behind that.
I kind of do.
It was through when we joined. I know I did a lot. I think I did a couple more than you did. When Hannah went through some of her, like, doing a lot of the big charity streams, and we joined in.
Yeah.
And Trip was there.
The month-long like charity streams.
Yeah.
So I did a solo
run
work
in that.
to join in.
Yeah. Specifically, I met y'all through an Among Us lobby Hannah hosted.
Also, I can make Anna very jealous, because this right here is the Bomberman that Anna was meant to receive, but I got a message from Hannah saying, so it turns out shipping stuff to America is very expensive. Can I give you the big one and ship the small one to Anna? I was like, hell yeah.
I was just happy to get one. Like, I didn't even know there was a size difference.
Yeah, because
it's how you use it, not the size.
Yeah, because initially I got one of the little ones, and Anna got the big one, and then, like I said, Hannah reached out and went, "Do you mind if we do a little swap?" I went, "Yeah, I don't mind."
You know, now that you mention that, I think she reached out to me too. I was like, "Listen, it's going to be really super expensive to ship over. Would you mind getting the smaller one?" So I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." In fact, I still have. She included in that package a handwritten note thanking me, and I still have that hanging up.
Aww, that's wholesome.
But anyway, Trip joined us and has been an absolute joy. Got us much more into like D&D and more indie games than, because for a while I think both Dio and I were kind of trying to chase cloud a little bit too much. We weren't. Yeah, we were trying to chase like what the big thing is instead of just having fun. And Trip comes in and Trip does amazing
what I do.
there.
So
Yeah,
I thought I'd drag y'all along for some.
What is your favorite memory from the time streaming with us?
Ooh, that would be an episode of Core Keeper, where we're talking to Dio about how clowns dying is sad, and he does not agree.
No.
It was made into a TikTok, a YouTube short. For whatever reason, Dio was insistent that a clown funeral is not sad.
I don't remember that.
As the ultimate authority on clowns, do you have an opinion on this?
It's one
I think it would speak to the quality of the clown.
Alright, but hold on. I've got a question. Is he like inherently funny, or just like?
I can put here.
Or would it be a funny atmosphere?
Funny atmosphere?
Yeah.
What's happening?
believe it or not, in anticipation of today, I did think of my 3 favorite Diotior production moments.
Hey!
Oh,
That's number 3.
Okay.
Number 3 was
Clown
Dior being
funerals.
insistent that clown funerals are not sad. This one might be a little bit of recency bias, but the Senator Nerdle segment that Dio and I did when no one else showed up for one of our multiplayer things we had planned, just that whole stream segment was just full of us making fun of movies and cracking terrible jokes.
That was...
I think we were both a little sleep deprived, and it turned out into just a very funny hour, but not like any one segment to point out. But the funniest Diotior Productions moment I have is when we were playing modded Minecraft, and I got trapped in heaven.
Yes, I remember that.
And I needed to group up with you all in hell. And I spent several minutes killing myself in various ways in heaven, trying to get to hell, and was getting more and more frustrated as I just kept having to drown myself in heaven.
Yeah.
So, one of my favorite recent memories was DMing that entire D&D thing.
Yeah,
season 1.
Campaign. I could not pick a funniest moment from season 1. There were too many.
That's the thing, is I didn't plan anything. Like, I had
goes.
I had an outline, right?
Yeah.
But the funniest thing was when you're like, "Hey, you see that mimic over there? Can I befriend it?"
Oh, I forgot I did that.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, if I make the check on this high enough, it'll be fine. I think the check was like a DC 18 or something. And you're just like, oh, nat 20. It's like, oh, crap.
That was fun.
What do I do now?
I feel like we need to give Trip quite a lot of credit, because a lot of us as players were struggling a bit with the roleplay side, and
yeah, Trip just nailed it.
Figuring out just how to go about this campaign, and Trip, being the charismatic genius that they are, was doing fantastic roleplay and did a great job of taking the lead. And it was an absolute joy to play with you.
I fucking love Zalfana and Silk's relationship so
was real
much.
good.
Trip, if we ever do anything Dungeons and Dragons again, we have to bring them back.
And the one thing
I've never brought back a D&D character.
Oh, I'm definitely bringing back Zalfana. Are you kidding me? She's fucking awesome.
Well, the other thing too is
story about her.
And I'll get to that.
The whole thing too is like I'm a new DM, right? Like I've played and played and played, but I'm a new DM. So it was nice to have somebody in the party who was an experienced DM who I could just bounce ideas off of and just be like, "Hey, this is kind of what I'm thinking. What do you think?" And there was one thing I wish I could have incorporated, and that was one of the very first times I DM'd. I had a circular like tower that was octagonal. Actually, I did. The octagonal tower that had the hidden door that you guys had to find. And you spent like an hour trying to find it. Imagine doing that, but the highest roll that you ever get is a 2.
Yeah.
What?
That was fun.
That was painful.
Oh my god.
Can I just want to say, like, that the campaign is like an obvious highlight for me.
Yeah.
Because it was really fun. I loved role playing with you guys, but also I created Zalfana, who was my character and now has become my favorite thing I've ever made. And this is the first time I'm like announcing this anywhere publicly. But for the last 4 months, I have been writing a short story about the origin story of Zalfana.
That's cool.
It's like the first draft is 60 pages.
Oh wow!
Yeah. It was a short story, and then it kept getting longer, and now it's a novel left. And it's coming along really well. I've been taking a break to focus on making other things, but it is. She is my favorite thing I've ever made, and you guys were directly responsible for giving that to me. I love her so fucking much.
I hated I hated the fact you nuked an entire army with one spell.
So funny. It was so funny.
I do want to say this. Season 1 was a blast.
Mm-hmm.
I know I made mistakes in Season 2. But I will say this. If there is enough interest, I am up for DMing another season.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Me too.
I would prefer starting. Well, the Mika Onsen. I would prefer starting with new characters so we can all start level 1.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to bring old characters in, we can work with it.
I'm always down. Because as I said, I know it was just it wasn't a you're a bad DM problem. It was just it was a world building clash.
Yeah,
and that's totally fine. It happens, especially when you try and continue a world with pre-existing players.
And I think part of that came from...
I had an idea. I had the idea of like ancient Greece, and it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But
I realized after the fact that you were trying to make a fantastical Sparta.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
but also Sparta is, as cool as it is historically speaking, being in Sparta is a much less pleasant experience.
True, and again, those are lessons that you learn, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And I've learned from it.
My first 4 times DMing were such a hot mess I don't talk about them. It took me 4 tries to get it right and get good at it.
To be fair, I did make it through an entire campaign.
You did.
And I will say something, Anna, to your credit. You have gotten me really into tabletop role-playing games now, to the point where I am GMing an obscure tabletop role-playing game with a few mates, and that's been really fun.
Yeah, but again, we'll talk about it more off-stream, but if you guys want to, I'm up for another round.
I had just relegated that server to the dead zone, which is a folder I have at the bottom of my Discord that I haven't been using over 6 months. I'll unbury the Discord.
Yeah, and we'll have to get Anna back into it.
I left it.
I didn't realize that. We can just start a new one then.
From there, I think one of the issues that did arise is because your main time playing D&D was in 3, and everything is now in 3.5, and everything's in 5e. The differences between the two, and you were like, "Hey, this has happened," and Trip and even some of the things that I knew were like, "That's not how that works." And it's like,
for the most part, it was okay. I think Anna did a great job.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Yeah, incredible job.
The weirdness of 5e pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just basically broke down to, that's not it's not called athletics anymore, it's called this. You know, and that's going to happen, especially when you have people who've played different systems.
Sorry. I had a question for Zoe. What's the obscure TTRPG thing you're using?
A fan-made TTRPG based on the Persona video game series, shock horror, called Crimson Parcel.
Interesting.
It's powered by the apocalypse thing, but with some Persona-y gameplay elements.
Gotcha.
And I've just basically been making it Persona 5 fan fiction because it's my favorite piece of media ever.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was wondering because I've also in 2023 I've played 3 new engines in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
City of Mist, highly recommended. Moderately recommended. They're doing a rework right now. The post rework version's great. Current game still got some hiccups. Oh god, am I going to remember all 3 titles off the top of the head is a question. One of them I played one session of. We played it as a joke. I think it's called The Zombies Take Over Cracker Barrel?
Alright.
Okay then.
It's
better invite me to the next session of Zombies Taking Over.
It's a one.
That is the most amplified campaign thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
You play as people in a Cracker Barrel during a zombie apocalypse.
Dude, that's awesome.
You have to use just general restaurant things, plus the Cracker Barrels, their walls are decorated in old stuff, like old farming equipment, old muskets, things like that.
And there's always a little like store attached to each one.
Yes. So you have to use the contents of a store, a restaurant, and the weird old crap on the walls to defend yourselves from increasing amounts of zombies. There's like a noise system and all that. I think it was actually made by a YouTuber, and they just threw it up on TikTok, and I downloaded it, and we tried it with a couple friends. It was fun.
That is so funny. I'm still waiting for my order of chicken dumplings.
The other one is Mutants and Masterminds, which was the best of the three.
Ooh, I've heard of
It's
that one.
a superhero-centric TTRPG.
I really want to do a superhero TTRPG.
It's
I fucking
very
love
good,
superheroes.
but it does need like it needs a really good GM for it.
I want to
That's
be
one thing we
trans
love.
Harley Quinn.
Incredible. Translate Quinn.
But
queer.
Before we get into the final video and say goodbye to our guests, I want to just point one thing out to Dio, because it kind of blows my mind a little bit about, like, when we, when I kind of forced myself to become part of Diotior Productions, because when it was the Brit and the Yank, I don't think it was really a, yeah, you're in. It was more of a, yeah, I play games with you.
Yeah.
But the fact that, you look at, the 9 people in here right now who were key contributors to our streams, the mass amount of people we've streamed with, ranging from not a streamer to having 5 million followers or 5 million subs on YouTube.
I mean,
I never
the best
thought
way
we
to
would
think
get
of
this
it
big.
is Friends and Dan, Matt, and Hannah. And it's like,
But also, like, a lot of us, I started as a viewer and then became friend because that is one of the joys of having a small audience on Twitch, is you can actually form personal connections with your entire audience.
That's yeah. Like for when Dio joined me for the Jeopardy I ran, one of the people in that was someone I, became a friend with through doing streaming and dragged them in.
Man, I wish I could have been part of that.
That went so badly for me. So badly.
One of my buddies, Will, I've been watching him on Twitch for years, and because he's got a relatively small audience, he and I are just now friends, and we hang out sometimes, and it's awesome. And that is like my favorite thing about small Twitch communities, is that you can actually like be friends with people.
Yeah, you could just.
And I've done this about 5 billion times.
Yeah, the way that you could just. I don't know. There are just so many small moments that you can share. Just being able to reference and appreciate.
It's not only that. It's like, part of streaming is building a community, and just thinking that, when we first started, it was like if we got one person to pop in, we were like really excited. And now when we get one person to pop in, we're really excited. But but like just knowing that now we have a fallback. How many people are in the Diotior Land server anymore? I thought there was more than that. Yeah, but there's a lot in Boudinis who came from Diotior Productions. There's a lot in Diotior Land.
Even then, from there, people that have come that Zoe has met outside of Diotior Land and have just appeared in Boudinis, who have then come across to Diotior Land and have then at some point been involved in the community streams as well.
Like the whole thing about Diotior Productions as it stands now, because I know you're going on with the Diotior Productions name, but us, like we're having this moment of we're all separating, going our ways. But if we were to have gotten like really ticked off at each other and tried to separate Diotior Productions into its counterparts, you can't do that because we're all just so interconnected. And there are times where over the last, 6 years,
something like that,
where I've thought about stopping streaming because it's like, you get so wrapped up in the numbers of how many people are watching, how many people are watching my videos. Is it worth doing this? Am I having fun? And then I start talking to you guys, and it reignites that whole thing of I want to do this, not only for my own mental health, because it gives me a break from everything, but like, y'all are family.
I can second that, because yes, obviously I want the numbers. I want people watching my stuff. I want to grow the new Diotior Productions as it is, still playing with you guys and everybody else. But even when I do my normal streams and it's just the tablet with Mika watching or whatever, I don't care. Like, yes, I want more people there, and yes, sometimes I look at it and go, it's fucking hard to just stream and talk to myself and then put the VOD up, and then as I'm uploading the VOD, I see, hey, my VOD has a lot of views of people that weren't at the stream. Okay, but at the same time, like, even like Ask Meeks, there have been times where, like, when we lost Hero, when we lost my Nan, that yes, I'm going through a lot, but doing this, sitting here, talking to myself and no one, helps settle my brain and just lets me get through things. And even if no one's there, I don't mind. I'm just having fun, doing my thing, streaming, throwing stuff at the internet and hoping something will stick.
That's really sweet. That's really, really sweet. And, I just want to say, one of the main reasons I have made all of these best of videos is to preserve the memories. And so we have a thing that we can look back on and remember our time together. Like, I wasn't sure if I was going to make a best of 2023, which is why it's ended up coming out now and not around New Year's, because I only started working on it like a month ago, if that. And but I knew I needed to do one for this last year, because I needed to have an end to this part of it.
I just need to say,
I've got more to say once we get to the end of the next video, but yeah.
I just want to say, Mez's first comment is, "Did Dio die?"
Many times in many clips.
Not yet, he hasn't.
We're working on it, but
we can burn the situation over there.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who, our guests who joined us, even if it was for one stream and then we never talked to you again. Thank you for the memories we have of you joining us for that day and being in chat. And yeah, it's been a roller coaster, definitely a roller coaster. But I think now would be a good time if we go back down to the original 4 and then play the final video, because we've been streaming for 2.5 hours and this video is, what, a half hour long?
Do you mean 5?
5, yes.
5, yes. My bad. I mean,
just because I'm an unpaid intern.
Hey, if you don't have a color, get the hell out.
Bye.
Well, before everyone does disappear, I will say one last thing. I am hitting the button now. The best of 2023 is now live as a premiere.
Okay, I have something to do before we watch it, though.
As on my YouTube channel. It is live as a premiere on my YouTube channel.
Awesome.
So technically I'm live twice on YouTube at the minute.
Thank you, guests, for joining. It was very nice seeing you guys and joining. Even Chip and Tel, who only got to stay for a little bit. I'm gonna start kicking you all out of the call now. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Goodbye. Kick me out. Goodbye. Right. Before we get into this next video, I have a surprise for you all.
Dun dun dun.
We like surprises.
Surprises.
I have a present which I got for all of you.
Aww.
And for people watching the stream, I've not told anyone in the crew that I have
no
that I've
idea
done
this was happening.
Nope.
I'm going to start a screen share. If you guys wouldn't mind having a click on it.
Let me get to the right screen because I have 4 million things open at the minute.
Surprise!
It's called Surprise. I renamed it so you wouldn't know what it is whilst it's paused.
Smart.
Dio, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready to go.
Cool. Here we go. Surprise.
Hello. Hello, procrastinators. This is Robert, who's giving you some amazing eye right now. You're being judged. You are being judged. Oh my goodness. It is.
What? Sorry, pause it for a second.
And Robert, the most important.
Mika has to go and change her screen on her
Sorry,
computer.
I've got no sound. Hold on.
Because Mika sat next to me through her computer, which is the other side of the room.
Fuck you, Zoe.
Oh, this was a fun secret to keep, let me tell you that.
Oh my god.
Are we ready, Dio?
Yep, ready to go.
Important character of all of this.
Oh, wait.
Hello. I didn't do it with the killer procrastinators because we've got guests and they're asleep and I didn't want to shout. So, I thought Robert would make up for that. Did you make up for that, Robert?
Robert is horrible.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did. Good boy. Well done. You want to get around that way? Hello there. So, this is to Zoe, amongst others, as far as I can tell, but I didn't read a lot because the light's bright and it's dark and it's nighttime and I'm tired and I'm old now and I've been strangled by a guinea pig. You're at the Robert. Okay, trying to come up, back you come. There we go. I'm going to read what Zoe had to say. I'm Zoe. Actually, they said hi Dan first. Polite. It's important to do. Bizarrely, Rekka is just watching me from the distance, like just round a corner. It's really weird. You can like sort of guinea pigs out if you want. I still want to make a noise. You can. This is a casual one. This isn't like fans. These are people who like know me and shit. These are people I've done stuff with. You just have to put the effort into these ones. Anyway, Zoe said, "I'm Zoe. Used to be a member of the Diotior production streaming group. Yes, named after the robot from Robot Wars. You've seen Robot Wars, haven't you, Robert? Yeah, you liked it as well, didn't you? Alongside Diotior, he, him, Anna Lee, she. Was that truck, Anna Lee? Rebecca, you're gonna have to check me and make sure I get everybody's names right. We got Mikey. Oh no, I don't know. You think it's Meek?
Close
Mika?
enough.
You're trying for Mika. I'm going to go for Mika. I'm going to trust Rebecca on this one. Mika? She, her. And Falcon. Not my piggy, mind my piggy. She, her. Last year, myself, Anna, and Falcon all left to pursue other ambitions and making a compilation of all of our best moments to act as a nice bookend on our time. And as a crew, we all became friends through you. One of the biggest highlights of streaming together was getting you a mount. Oh, yeah, the guest for the Transmers. I remember that. Buying this camera to surprise the rest of the crew so you can wish us all luck in the future with whatever we end up making. Well, to the lot of you. But you're the ones who proposed in front of me, weren't you? that was these, right? Yeah. It was all five, but like that was right. It was all five of you just in a line. I was like, whoa, shit. Oh, quick smelling. Oh, is there going to be a little bit of red cabbage for you coming? Oh, you get a little bit of red cabbage as a prize. It's in the red pot. This is so like just casual. It's actually I've ever done ever. Yeah, that was my. You should bite me, little shit. You made my dad cry. I properly teared up when you did the proposal. It was like, it's the sweetest thing ever. But no, that's why I like to describe myself as the Eiffel Tower. More than one way. What? I'm French and hollow. Anyway, so I'm really tired. I was like, I'm just this casual. These people I've done a stream with. I don't need to put the effort in with this one. Robert. Uh-oh. What's coming over here, Robert? Oh, God. It's okay, I got it. It's fine.
A crime?
You threw him back down the back of the sofa the other day, didn't you?
He's a flighty boy.
Hey, Robert. Bye, Robert. Treat. It's too late. He just likes to. He's weird. He put him down for like floor time. He's alright, bye, Rob. Weird little piggy. Did he give me a replacement pig? I thought I'd get a replacement. Give me Lilith. I'll take Lilith. Lilith, come on then. Up you get. Hey, darling. Yeah, come on, up you get. This is the most casual cameo. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Hello, darling. How you doing? Oh, you're very nice. Oh, you smell like dinner. Okay, you can actually go. Oh, you sit on a Steam Deck as well, you little shit. Oh, anyway, fuck this. Sorry, this was supposed to be a thing. Yeah, good luck. This is going to be this beautifully edited compilation, and then you just watch an idiot for fucking 5 minutes. I don't know. I always feel like some of these cameos, I feel like you just like woken me up at an old people's home, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Every day of the time I was in the war. Anyway, yes. So, I wish you all luck. The previous Diotior Productions crew. Good luck with whatever you end up doing, and however you pronounce your names, and whoever you propose in front of next. Right, okay, it's just a one and done deal in it. And it was me, Eiffel Tower. Do people propose in front of the Eiffel Tower? I just assume, is that a thing that people do? Probably. I didn't do. What did I propose to you? Travelodge. Yep, that's how.
New Dan law.
That's how you do it. Anyway, to everybody, to all of you, to Zoe and Diotior and Annalie and how'd you pronounce it again? You tried last time. I'm going to go for your pronunciation. Oh, is it Mika? Is it Mika? Mika seems right for that spelling. I'm going to go for Mika. Yeah? You're looking at me like I would know.
I remember being told.
This is the longest outro. You remember being told? Yeah.
I remember being told, but I can't quite exactly remember because I'm terrible at remembering things.
I remember three fans I've ever met, and this is two of them. Yeah, and Falcon as well. Not to be, unless you pronounce it Falchion. Hope you do well, you lot. Thanks for being all around the place. And had me on that Transmore stream. That was good fun. Get your pigs in now crying out for food. Oh, it's been a lovely day, isn't it? Oh, it's good. It's good. Okay, well, gonna go now. Rebecca, what's your final thoughts? Rebecca's shrugging at me. I was just saying goodbye is what I was trying to make you do. There we go. Fuck, mate. It's the people I work with is fucking everyone, Chris. Okay, bye, you crazy kids. I'm gonna. If I had a blanket, I would immediately pull it over myself. I do. Ow, I hit myself in the face. Okay, bye.
Oh,
you're welcome.
No, that's absolutely amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want you guys to know that I spent an extra £5 so I could fit more in the message of what I wanted to do.
No, it actually really surprised me that he agreed to be on Transmis. Like 100%, because like. If I remember, that was like the whole like Hail Mary, hey, this would be cool if it happened.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I'm talking to Matt, just like, all right, well, when is it?
That was like the top tier that you two were shooting for that year. And
it just happened. It was like one of those. And
that is one of the most chaotic cameos I've ever seen in my life. I think it's so apt that this is.
Dan,
I was originally going to put it in the best of 2023, and then it was 7 minutes, and so I thought I'll just show it on the stream as a nice thing, right?
And you can't cut any of it.
No.
Yeah, you can't.
I would.
I
would like that file at some point, please, Zoe.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, 100%. Of course, I'm gonna send it to all of you.
But yeah, like him coming on, and this is kind of like, I think Hannah the other day was like, hey, drop your like, not cues, but like your tips on when you're doing big projects. And one of mine was, start early and don't be afraid to reach out to bigger people, because sometimes they will surprise the hell out of you and be like, sure.
Yeah.
That's why every single year of Transmis, I've reached out to Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. I have yet to get a response from them.
That's kind of what happened with Hannah, because I can't even remember what like reminded me or got me to do it at one point. One day I just kind of joined it, like started watching one of her streams that she was doing, or saw something on Twitter. I can't even remember. And then it was, hey, who wants to join in for some charity stuff? I went, yeah, I'll do it. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, like, we're on the charity Discord and chatting with some big names like Radders, and we've streamed with Hannah and Radders and a load of other big names.
Yes.
And it's
and
just
not to mention too that like because you got Hannah on there, I don't know if you remember what Matt said when he found out when Hannah was streaming.
I don't
with
know.
us.
I don't remember that.
He was like he was like, oh shit, Hannah's going to be there. And I remember you and I were concerned for a minute, like, oh crap, did we just fall into like this whole thing of like drama we didn't know about? And it turns out they're just friends.
Yeah.
But even then, like,
and then in the videos that Dan did for his 10-year anniversary, where he got a bunch of people that he had collabed with to like share memories, and Hannah shared Transmus as her memory, which is in that video. I ran up and down my flat with excitement when I first saw that. It was insane, and it's I think it's probably the most viewed thing that we're mentioned in, and it's pronounced wrong, and that's very funny.
Yeah.
That's very us.
Yeah,
that's very
us.
Professional
and professionalism.
On like a personal level, like I've watched Dan for far too long. Everyone always goes, oh, I remember the first video I watched. I don't. I do. 15 fucking year ago, something like that.
I remember because it was a video that my only high school friend showed me, because that's how I got introduced to him, and it was an FW on Besiege.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The very first video, and I'll never forget it because of how it changed my life.
The circumstances.
Yeah, the circumstances. The very first video I saw of him was him playing Train Simulator.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, even
I can't remember the first of his I saw, but one I do remember, I was just sitting in a coffee shop with a friend, and it's like, hey, you should watch this video. And it was like one of the I'm not even sure I remember the game. It was like a cross the road physics simulator thing.
But like
messing about with that.
Even like Zoe mentioned in the FWs, I was watching before Dan did the Fucks With videos.
Yeah.
I was
Same
watching like some of the moments that have come up a few times, like when Dan's flying in a glider and pulls back hard on the stick, flaps,
throat,
and like coughs his guts up because the wing falls off. I watched that when it first came out.
Yeah.
And like Hannah, like I know she's kind of distanced herself at this point. I watched Hannah when she was part of the Yogscast. Like all that time ago. I watched the Yogscast for far too fucking long as well. But both of those I watched and kind of went, they are people I at some point would like to either emulate or be able to make content with. And then all of a sudden we've done it.
Dream come true.
Yeah, and it's literally just, you know, we took a risk, reached out, and, you know, again, don't be afraid to ask, because the worst that'll happen is you don't get a response, and normally that's because they're getting, you know, hundreds of emails a day and they don't see it. But like, you know, it was the hardest thing about that Transmiss where Nerdcube was a part, was keeping it together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I knew somebody in
so hard.
Yes. I was trying my hardest, because I've met baseball players, I've met celebrities, you know, working in theme parks, you know, they come up to the theme park and, you know, you meet them. But like in that situation where it's one-on-one, you kind of just go, okay, they're regular people and I'm doing a job, so therefore I can distance myself a little bit. But when they're coming to you and they're doing something you're very much into, it is a whole different ballgame.
Definitely. Like, even if you go back to that first Transmus where we got Dan on, watch the VOD of how Anna and I are for the first couple of parts, and then watch the VOD from when everyone shows up and we're just sat there like, how is this happening? How is this happening?
Yeah, we were all fangirling so hard.
If you remember though, we set up Transmus so that we didn't have to do as much work towards the end.
Yeah.
Because it was us, then our the original one was us, then our close friends, then a couple of guests, then everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as it went on, as we were doing these 8-hour streams, yeah, you're going to start off strong and just wane towards the end until the caffeine kicks in. But we specifically, like when you and I were talking about how to set this up, the idea of doing that segmented ad people was solely so that by the time that we are wrecked, tired, and our voices are about to die,
we can have
other
someone
people are there.
Yeah.
Somebody else is there, and all we have to do is read out, oh, thank you for the donation, Corby XY.
And then, what was it, the second year Hannah was on, I saw it earlier, and it's like, okay, so we're raising money for this charity, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. We do what we want. And all of a sudden, Hannah just throws £1,000 to the charity, and we're like,
yeah!
Okay. We know people that can do that kind of thing now.
The most awkward thing I had on a Transmus, because that first how we acted around Dan the first time, it was a little cringe, but still it was manageable. But if you remember, the last year we did Transmus, we finally got a representative from Trans Lifeline on.
Mm-hmm.
The idea was that we were going to have this representative play video games with us, and I think it was Fall Guys. We were going to have him play Fall Guys with us, and then throughout Fall Guys, I was going to ask a couple of questions, right?
Yeah.
And they could stick around for as long as they wanted.
Yeah.
So, I think it was like 5 minutes before they were about to join us, Dio goes, "Are you ready for the interview?" Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I thought you said we're doing the interview on this break. And I'm like, no. So I had to literally switch it. And that's why, I've listened to it before and it sounds very jank. Because I was coming up with everything off the top of my head. Because I had just basic questions involved. But all of a sudden it went from sprinkling a couple of questions every now and then when you come up to it over an hour and 50 minutes. To do a 10-minute interview.
Yep.
Oh, it was... And, of course, I smoke, and at that point I was living in a place that didn't allow smoking inside, so I'm sitting there afterwards just like, son of a bitch, I'm going to kill Dio. I swear to God.
And then that expands, because I don't know if you got to join it. I know you got to join in for 1 or 2 of them, but Dan did, GTA with the community, and I got an invite to GTA with the community.
I remember that.
I think I have a file on my computer somewhere of the KD from that. And granted, there were a couple of times where I accidentally on purpose blew Dan up and he started to get a bit annoyed with me, so I stopped doing that. But and then all of a sudden we get invites to do that kind of thing and hang out with Hannah to do charity stuff, etc., etc.
Because it's one thing. It's one thing to kind of join. Because I remember when she was doing a month-long stream, that the idea was that you pass the people who are watching over to the next person. And I remember she put in the charity Discord that she had going at the time, where it was like, "Hey, if you can fill one of these time slots, do it." And I signed up thinking, okay, if nobody bigger is going to take my slot, because I average 1-2 viewers a stream, and that's where I'm at. She was like, "All right, cool, it's your slot," and I'm like, "You trust me to run your charity thing for 2 hours?" So yeah, it was definitely I'm glad we did Transmus. I wish we could have kept it going. I'm hoping to get it back going, but
yeah, there's nothing saying that we can't do it again. In the
future. it also depends a lot on.
It was really unfortunate the stuff that was happening in our personal lives leading right up to both of them. It was just really unfortunate timing 2 years in a row.
Yeah, which we might move it as well so that it's not over the holidays, because that's the hardest part about
that
this.
That kind of adds to it as well. That it's like, oh, we got all this stuff coming up that we have to get sorted. So,
Can I just gently push us to move on a little bit?
Yeah,
It's already really late, and we have another entire video to get through, and I have a feeling we're going to have a lot to say after it.
Yes,
I was actually just about to say let's move into the final video.
Cool. Before we do that, I need to take a very quick.
Well, why don't we take
drinking a little water?
Why don't we go ahead and take like a 2-minute break, a bathroom break, real quick?
Yeah,
that's fair.
Because I have to go as well, and then we will be back shortly.
Back in a minute.
Be right back.
That's why the awkward pause. We're not going to, but we
have the ability to. Hi,
Like I missed part of a conversation there.
Oh, you did.
Oh, you missed that. It's fine. We weren't talking about you.
Mika was Mika's mic was muted, but not the headphones.
Yeah. Oops. I'm so tired. It's so much later than when I'm normally comfortable streaming, and we haven't even gotten to the big end of the fucking thing yet.
Well, here's the thing. When we were playing this out, and Dio's like, "Oh, it'll take like an hour and a half." I'm like, "No, it won't."
I said that, and he did
This is a full stream.
Me.
Yeah.
I said it's going to be at least 2 to 3 hours. He went, "Nah, hour and 20, hour and a half tops."
My bad.
No, I knew. Because
this is the Dio. Have you ever been good at correctly predicting how long or short things will take?
No,
that's very true.
He should
That's
just really
very
believe us in his life about this by now, but you know.
There is regular time, and then there's Dio time, which is its own time zone, localized exclusively to Diotor's brain.
Yep.
Yeah, I
do want to point out.
Nice sword, Falcon.
I have it in arm's reach now.
I just sent Zoe a message saying, by the way, the premiere of the YouTube video is currently on the photos at the very end.
It's on the post-credit scene. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm fucking tired. Let's
do it. Let's do it.
Nothing to it but to do it.
This is why you hit premiere after we watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I did say, hey, I'm hitting premiere on it, and then we started talking about.
And then I said, hang on, I have a thing to do before.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, I'm gonna hit play now.
Yeah. That was good, Dad. Well done.
Thank you. I should my fingers in my mouth for that.
Getting the coin out early this year.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that.
I have.
Fucking hell.
That is the best thing about getting a stream deck.
Welcome to the Diotior Productions Best of 2023.
Set that up early.
Mm-hmm. That was a January stream as well.
There's a pressure plate in the middle. I don't know what it does,
God.
so be careful.
Holy shit.
He's so excited.
It's kind of adorable.
Zarthada walks next to Aegis and just does like a sarcastic pat on the shoulder.
Oh, I did not know that.
You in? Yeah, cool. Oh no.
Gotta get one of these clips in every year.
There were many.
His great driving ability.
Uh-huh. On my computer, this clip is called Yet Another Diotor Crashing Clip.
Yep. What happened, Falcon? Do you need to talk about it?
To the tree I logged out under. So I logged back in on fire.
I legitimately don't know which tree that was. There were a few trees on fire at that point.
Yeah.
I've never tried group puzzling live on stream, and I feel like there's going to be some inherent chaos in that.
Especially with this bunch of idiots.
I've decided to not try.
That is perfectly fine, Zoe, and I wish I had a furry friend to cuddle right now.
I haven't shaved my legs, do I count?
Told you, funniest member.
It's also fucking embarrassing.
You have not averted your eyes, have you?
Well, that's just bullshit.
But neither has Yuzaria, because Yuzaria did not declare that they were.
Oh god damn it!
That is how Medusa is played. Yuzaria.
That is the angriest I have ever heard Turtle.
Oh, the time where the
Such a
kitchen
reaction.
buns. The platform I am stood on.
Does anyone want core stat?
What? Do a hole in one.
Oh my god.
I got it! I got the hole in one!
No.
I did it!
I think at this point in the stream, Anna was getting very grumpy with this man.
Yes, I was.
That map is annoying.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine, but like that was very loud. Yes, Turtle, you were that angry.
What if I do?
I don't know how I managed to do that with that truck.
Turtle, it's not even that I've never seen you that angry. I don't think I've ever seen you angry other than then. Fucking hell.
I live here now.
Come on! Oh, fuck!
An idiot would believe it, because lightning does strike frequently in the same area.
See Idris kind of start like really thinking quite hard about what has just been said.
The wheels are
You just see smoke come up from your head.
I've already made this joke, but I'm gonna make it again. You know the noise a computer makes when it starts working really hard?
Oh, I get to pick.
I wonder what Anna's gonna be.
Yeah.
Please.
Wait.
Fucking, this was a stream.
Yes.
We gotta play
So-
King of the Castle again. At some
Oh,
point.
all three tied.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, Eisen, I'm
Don't
picking
pick
A. I'm
Don't
picking
pick
A.
go. Ah.
I played this so well, though.
You did. No, you played spectacularly. It was very boring for the rest of us, though.
Well, that's unfortunate. Fucking I see him. Headshot.
Oh,
Never again. Never again will that happen.
You know, I've got to say, you've gotten a lot of good shots over the years. That has got to be the best one ever.
That is one of them, yeah.
Can I have some Zoe?
He's a little boo-boo.
Sniper in that window.
Zoe. Why?
Meanwhile, I'm just talking like I think you're nearby.
No.
Yeah, you're in your own little world at that
Yeah.
point. Said anything yet? Calm down. Stop shaking your dice next to the mic. Calm down.
I remember that room with the gelatinous
Shall we
cube.
find out if there's any downside?
Hold on. We're having a healthy discussion here.
No, don't drop that bomb yet. We're good. We're good. We're still talking.
So, what do you guys think we should Treasure map. But I've been quoting this for weeks.
What the fuck is a treasure map? Where the fuck did that come from?
The Ambleside treasure.
The Ambleside treasure.
And what was that noise? Chaos reigns supreme.
No, we're always looking for that next Twitch clip so I can put it in the best of video at the end of the year.
Yep. Yeah, right. Yep. We voted for chaos.
The only Twitch clip I've gotten this week was Duck telling me to strip.
Trip.
Yeah.
Take off your pants.
Oh.
Pardon?
Stop for amp.
Stop shooting each other. What did I just say?
You shot me twice and I didn't die.
Cause you full set of armor. Mischievous Arlo is not my favorite Arlo.
You do not get to distract from this using a natural disaster.
I made that joke the other day, and then someone asked, "Well, what is your favorite Arlo?" And I said, "Quiet Arlo."
Are you a chicken, Ambleside? Because I know if I chopped your head off, you would not live a few years.
You don't know that. And I dare you to come and test it out for yourself.
The bounty just left the world.
Falcon, you are the bounty.
In the ocean.
Falcon Space. You are the bounty.
She was chasing her own bounty off the map for minutes.
I was swimming off the edge of the island.
Yeah. It was...
Oh, fucking hell, Falcon.
That's something I would do.
Because the ring was offset.
Yeah.
So it looks like they were in a direction, but they weren't.
The sleeve is singed.
It's not often I'm the dumb one, but
I'm going to come to America.
If it helps, that 6 doesn't
I
get
am
out.
going to skin you alive. Look out, there's a mine right behind you, Dio. Fuck's sake! Why?
I don't know.
Why would I say look out for a mine if it was friendly? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I have a fit. Oh. Zoe?
Yeah?
I'm sorry for your relation. I found...
It's one of my better screams.
I found them. I'm sorry.
this one you can jump
Oh,
out.
hi, friend.
Huh?
I've not tried it, but I think you can.
No.
And it's about this level is lava.
And they get stuck on a fucking door.
It's more likely to be on the lower side.
And Falcon's just completely oblivious. Side quest.
That's like the second or third clip where something's happened with an explosion in Dio, and I've just been talking about something else.
Yeah.
Zoe.
Dio, how have you broken the game this hard, this fast? Dio, I have 300 hours of the game, and I have
This was
never
his first
seen it
time
break this hard
ever
before.
playing this game, and it was sponsored.
It was a
by the way.
sponsored stream.
Yeah.
By the time
And
you find
completely
yourself alone
breaks
with
the
Marta,
game.
it's past midnight, and you never felt more tired. Who wants to be my wife?
This is an all-time favorite for me.
But I had to not say anything because that would have been really funny.
Anna's reaction is so good.
Oh yeah, no.
Everyone would have been... Anna, I see you looking at your webcam.
I can voice it. Thank you. I'm going to die alone.
You can do that too. Hello. Which sheep did you re-dye?
Okay, bye.
That's so good, dude. That's so good.
The funniest thing is, that's not the first time Amp fell down that hole.
I know. Dio's reaction though is fucking golden.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, you do sound very... yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that was very explosive.
Now I understand why Falcon said that she's not often the one who does dumb shit. It's usually you.
Yeah, she's the smart one.
Yeah.
I only have those
Somehow.
two, and they were at very different points in time that because I had to scroll through my phone camera roll based on when they were saved, and they were saved like a year apart.
Dio and Trick, can you guys do me a favor? Can you show the thread on your streams to publicly out Amplify?
Yeah, I can put the Discord on the screen for a second, just to...
Dio, and I really...
Apparently they have another one of those saved from a different point in time.
It is not safe. I would have to cross a very dangerous path to get to you.
Just believe in the luck of Hacksaw Ridge.
No.
That Discord cut me off so fucking perfectly then.
Bitch.
I think this is my most viewed clip.
Let me get
I love that clip.
They have to be in the barn. It's the only place they'll have cover.
I got Dio's.
I see. Oh, stay in there. You're not going anywhere, bitch. Stay out there.
Well done, Zoe.
It is done!
Gummiest win in my fucking life.
Yep.
But, oh my god, was it funny.
We have no idea what you look like.
So I tried to film this speech like 4 or 5 times of my thoughts after the wedding and stuff. It's like a week later now, but I could never articulate myself properly, so I'm going to do it again. There was a moment near the end of the ceremony where the officiant gestured to me and all the other guests and said, "Here in front of your family," as like part of his big speech. It was a lovely speech. And I'm not 100% sure why, but that moment just hit me with a absolute fucking tidal wave of emotions, and it's just made me think a lot about these last 2.5, nearly 3 years of knowing you guys and being part of this community. You guys kind of saved my life. If I never randomly stumbled onto one of your streams, Dio, none of the amazing things that have happened to me in the last 3 years would have happened. I wanted nothing more than to have a tribe, a friend group, a group of friends who all knew each other, who all hang out every day and were each other's family. Like the ones you see on film and TV all the time, and in video games and stuff. And because of you streaming, I now have that. It's still the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I'm still eternally grateful for you just showing me the kindness to invite me to your server one day, because that led to all of this. You said to me a little before I left, a little before I had to leave, that you really appreciate how difficult it was for me to be able to come there just to see you for the little bit that I did. Going through all of that shit, the 4 hours of travel there and back, only getting to stay for the ceremony like an hour later, pushing myself physically and mentally further than I have in years. All of that, dealing with all of that, it was the easiest thing I've ever done in my life.
Do it.
Hiding behind the boulders. Doing a real good job.
I popped it with my lawn.
For the shape charger.
If I res... Ah!
Oh my god! I think I should my fingers in my
I'll tell you what, after 3 years of being together, you don't know what my wiggle means.
See you later, you bunch of
But,
stinking
no,
animals!
if I hit the kill button...
Welcome to my Who wants to be my wife?
Those schemes were going to say, you may kiss your left butt.
Thank you for getting me a Fortnite action figure as a token of appreciation. It genuinely means so much to me, and this is one of the favourite things I've ever received as a gift. And it will be very funny to me for the rest of time that I went to a wedding and got a present from the groom.
God, I remember that day.
That's such a good picture. That's such a good picture. I spent a long time on this.
Yes, you can tell. It is great.
And now the funny. Since leaving Diotior Productions, Falcon has progressed in her career, going from unpaid intern/goon to paid intern/goon. Falcon's greatest personal achievement has been discovering the location of the meat lair when she was added to it. True story. Zoe finally got over her unrequited love for Ampleside by murdering her. She successfully quelled the rat rebels of the East who opposed her rule as Queen of the Rats, and now rules with her husband, Long Guy.
You saw it coming.
Anna was arrested and sent to prison for that one time that she hid in a chest and watched Zoe sleep.
Yeah.
Creepy creeper.
Rough time.
Anna did not remain in jail for long, as Lulu broke her out. The two are now on the run together. No one knows their true whereabouts.
And you never will.
Mika was awarded the Best Human Bunny Mother Award by the Academy of Bunnies for the 6th year in a row. It took many years of hard work, but eventually Mika was finally able to teach Dio what her wiggle means. It's the best joke in the fucking Hisk was officially added to the English dictionary. Dio celebrated it with fireworks display, which somehow set Zoe on fire. She wasn't even there. There's a tiny Zoe on fire in the corner. Diotor land grew, becoming an actual sovereign state ruled by Dio and Mika with an iron fist. And they lived happily ever after.
Until oil was found and America came knocking.
Yeah, that makes
It
sense.
would.
Hang on.
House of Mirrors.
Okay, let me just, before we get into it, let me just say, I know I promised you both that I wouldn't make this year's video an elaborate House of Mirrors joke, but when it became the last one, I feel like I had to.
Yeah, and it was
just
such a small little...
put something in.
Yeah.
But I want you to know, I'm not happy about it. There is no one on this earth who is more sick of this joke than me. That's why all I could muster was 1 second, and the text wasn't, this entire video was a House of Mirrors joke, nothing matters. It was, I don't even care about this shitty fucking bit anymore.
I mean, yeah, there's a difference between like a couple of frames and literally 4 minutes.
Yeah.
First off, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Answer.
Zoe, did you ever make that dentist appointment?
On the board behind you.
On the board behind you was a to-do list, and dentist was at the top of it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Cool.
I don't know what the second
That's
thing
what kind of
said.
work it was beneath.
I've tried to read that a few times and I still don't know what it says.
Yeah. I just want to say that this is where the waterworks start, by the way. Everybody start crying.
That was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
Meek's
it.
already beat you.
Yeah, right. So there have been times over the last 6 years, 5 years, however long
years,
where the only thing that was steady in my life was this stream group. I've had fights that have left me essentially homeless with my parents. I've lost my mom. There's lost jobs. I've been through hell. But no matter what, Dio's going to send me a damn video that I really don't care about in the mornings before I'm awake. Or will send me a message, and the first thing it says is, don't read this till you're conscious.
No, I know what Anna's like, because every now and then I'll send her a message. And the
quiet.
first thing
Dio,
I get is
Dio, we're doing speeches.
I know I can turn to Falcon and Zoe and, like, you know, if I just need to blubber on about anything, you know I can turn to them, and I won't be judged by it. I won't be, you know, I won't get the, well, you know what I would do. I don't get that. I just get friends. And I also know that Mika is great to learn how to girl. She's good for how to girl lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's just been this 5 of us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. I can count.
Count the stripes.
Shut up. But when I decided to leave, it was a very hard decision, because I know I'm branching more out into the VTuber world, and I have goals and aspirations of becoming, you know, a VTuber, and that would not fit in our group, right? It could, but I feel like it wouldn't do well in the group when I'm the only person who is like I am. Everybody else is doing
freedom to do it leaving.
But it was a very hard decision to make, and I, you know, regardless of what happens, regardless of, you know, if Dio somehow gets a viral video and tomorrow wakes up with 1.5 million followers, or if Zoe, you know, Zoe or Falcon end up doing the same, I know that we're still going to be friends, and we're also going to help each other, whether that's co-streaming or doing sponsor work or just being there for each other. And I could not ask for a better group of friends to just hang out with whenever and just be chill. And I just want to say thank you for everything.
Welcome. It was a pleasure.
That's definitely.
And it will continue to be a pleasure for the rest of the time, because none of us
Zoe,
will ever die.
And Zoe, yes, I want to play Sea of Thieves with you, but right now, literally, I'm not making this up.
I understand.
I'm not making this up. I clocked how long it took me to do this new history course I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 26 hours to do the homework for this week.
Ouch.
And this was the slow week.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
For context, I asked Anne if she wanted to do a stream just the two of us, because we've never done that before, and it would be an excuse to hang out, because we haven't been hanging out as much since we all left. But I understand. I don't have a life, and I don't leave my house, so I'm fine. We can do that whenever. It's fine by me.
Yeah, I've got it. Basically, I'm taking a half semester course, and this teacher doesn't believe that we take other courses too. So instead of taking like 9 hours per credit hour, I'm currently taking somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, 3 hours per credit hour. I'm taking more in the neighborhood of like 7, and it's bullshit, and I hate it, but whatever. Next speech! I'm done talking.
I can go if no one else has anything they want to say.
I have nothing prepped. I forgot to do that.
I didn't
have anything prepped
I
either.
didn't know we were doing this.
I'm me. I'm a writer. I'm a storyteller. I've obviously got a big monologue in my head that I haven't written down, but I'm gonna say.
Do we need to get the Oscars music ready to play you off?
No. Hang on. I'm just going to very quickly turn off my webcam background so I don't keep phasing.
Drums!
Drums! Yeah, I'm a drummer now. So I don't keep phasing into another reality, because I feel like that's going to be very distracting. Okay. I have been thinking so much since the wedding, and even more since leaving and making this last video and all of that, about how insane it is that any of us know each other. Think about how many things, incredibly specific things, had to happen in an incredibly specific order for any of us to know each other. I had to get shown a video by my high school friend Amp had to had a house fire. I had to randomly get recommended Dio's stream out of all of the people streaming on Twitch. And the same thing, as someone had to randomly get recommended my stream amongst all the people who were streaming who had no prior connection to me for us to know Arlo or Turtle or Ruby or anyone from that side of the community. It is such a mindfuck to me that if just one thing on that really, really long list of incredibly specific things never happened, that my life would look completely differently. Because everything that has happened in the last 5 years of my life has been either directly or indirectly related or caused by Diotior Productions, by being a part of this. All of the biggest people in my life I have met through this. And before I met you guys, I was a very lonely, very closeted little 17-year-old with no real friends. And I dropped out of high school for mental health reasons when I was 12, and then for the next, 5 years, didn't really know that many friends. I mean, I had Temmie, but she is insane, and not only friend material. And I said it in the speech I gave after the wedding, but I was so desperate to have a friend group. That was the thing I wanted most in the world. And because of that long list of incredibly specific things, I've got that. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't know any of you. I wouldn't know Aspie or Prada or Trip or Duck or Turtle or Amp or any of the other people in the community. But the biggest mindfuck and the thing that has been stuck in my head for weeks now is if just one of those things didn't happen, I would not know Arlo exists. I love that kid so much. They are my absolute favorite person on this earth. They are my platonic soulmate. They have made my life so much better, and they just fit so well. And if just one of those things didn't happen, I wouldn't even know that they exist. And I owe all of that to you guys. So yeah, and there is nothing that I will ever be able to do that will pay that back. And so when the question came, can I make it to Dio's wedding? Can I for those who don't know, I struggle with agoraphobia. I don't leave my house that often. And so getting on a train for 4 hours to a city I've never been to, walking up a fucking hill for 30 minutes.
It is a pain in the ass, that hill.
Meeting a bunch of people that I've never met. I knew Dio, Mika, and Falcon online, but I had never met in person. And I'd never interacted with anyone else at the wedding. Only to stay for an hour and then have to get a 4-hour train home, get home at close to midnight, absolutely drained and exhausted. That was no choice, of course. Of course I do that. I do it again in a heartbeat. That was the bare fucking minimum that I could do to just pay it back. Because what I meant by you guys kind of saved my life is you made my life. I didn't have one before, and now I do. And all of it, all of the clips, all of the memories, the laughs, the bits, the arguments, the friends, the wedding, the fucking House of Mirrors, the best of, the silly little best of videos, my Discord server, all of it, I will think of every time I look at my bookshelf and see this silly little action figure that I got from Dio at his wedding. And I look at this and I'm grateful. And I'm grateful also for the years I spent without it, because it has made me the most grateful person in the world for what I have now. How's that for a speech?
Side note, I would have been at your wedding, but Passports are expensive, and so are flights to England.
Yeah, we know. It's fine.
I think it was like $3,000 or something.
Yeah, something silly like that. But I know,
Falcon!
like, I'm before Falcon. I'm like, even I can say that when I started, I wanted to be up there with the best, to do everything, but I was a realist and realized that without something insanely magical happening, I didn't think it would. Like, I'd plug along, maybe get a little bit here and there, and slowly build the numbers and get something out of it. But even just having a place where I could every now and then dump silly little videos to, when I got the chance to start doing a stream here and there, see how I got on, and then all of a sudden it's a lot. And then, but at the same time, I didn't really think about when I started, like, the friends that I'd make along the way, the people that I would stream with, the people that I could talk to about, hey, what's this element of the stream isn't working, or how could I do this slightly differently that it would make things better, and then taking it on from there, and then all of a sudden, hey, or there's now 3 of us who are part of this channel, and then ultimately 5 of us that are part of this channel. That I had, when I started out, I always thought one-man band, just gonna crack on and do it and see what happens, and then due to the silly little incidents of, hey, I'm doing this, maybe I'm gonna go have fun crashing a truck, and then Anna came along and wasn't expecting. I can say that when I started, I was not expecting any of this. I was not expecting to be where I am now, having spent the last 5 years going, this is fun, I'm just gonna build on everything. Got a great group of people that I spoke. Like, I am not the most sociable kind of person. That's me. Social makes me, like, weird. I would much prefer to not, but being able to every now and then go, hey, to game? Question mark? Because yes, I've had people I can game with, but they've moved on to other things and don't game as much. So yes, I'll go out. One of my mates, Chris, who you guys met at my wedding, he lives in Weston, so I don't get to, like, meet him as much. Sam, he works building planes for Rolls-Royce and works really weird shifts, so I don't always get to see him, and they'll drop me a message saying, hey, we're going for a pint, do you want to join us? So every now and then, go for a pint. But short of that, the people that I met during the stage of my life before streaming, I've not moved away from. They're still, like, my best mates, and they're best man at my wedding, and I wouldn't be where I am without them. But being able to build on that and say I have awesome friends that I've met, out of the 5 people here, I've met 4 of them. Anna, I've never met Anna in real life, but
it's coming
at some
It's
point.
coming.
Anna's, like, one of my best friends. She drives me fucking nuts at times. But Anna's one of my best friends. I've got a load of other friends, like, Chestnut dropped into the Twitch chat earlier, and spoilers, they're gonna pass a message on from all of us to Mr. Daniel about saying a massive thank you for the cameo video. Amp, who you can always guarantee whenever we stream will cause chaos. Mm-hmm. and a load of other
Chaos
things.
level 2 entity.
Yes, like just the people that you can kind of see and go, how did the stars align that this has all fallen into place perfectly, that this is how things have turned out, that yes, we may be going our separate way, doing our own things, but even though you are no longer under my umbrella, as it were, we're still here, we're still friends, we're still doing this, we're still streaming. Like Anna, Mika and I are doing Baldur's Gate every Saturday now. Falcon, I can throw, hey, I'm doing this stream, do you want to join in? And Falcon's like, probably, yeah, why not? Every now and then, like, look at, what was it, yesterday? I was meant to be doing a stream with Trip, who, again, without any of this, never have spoken to, would never have found. And then all of a sudden, I'm in Trip's Discord, streaming weekly with Trip now, and doing a load of other things. And it's just insane to me how things have turned out. Like, I'm just glad that, yes, the 5 years of how things were have ended. But just because they've ended doesn't mean it's the end. That we can take it forwards, that we can improve, build upon it, do our own things. And at some point, hopefully, I'll get time to edit and publish proper videos.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one of those goals of like, hey, I have this that I'm doing that I'm like ready to go with, but also there's still scope for more, and scope that all of us can do separately and together to, like Anna said a few times today, we don't care if we're sat here talking to ourselves, talking to a screen, going all of this. But if at some point, like Zoe's mentioned, when she and Anna's mentioned, when they found one little video and it's completely changed the prospect, and even if it's a 20-minute clip of absolute craziness and bullshit happening, but if it's that 20-minute clip of, hey, this has not woken me up, but has woken something inside of you to change your perspective and to have just made your day better, I don't care. If I can produce that, if we can produce that 20-minute clip that can help someone have a better day, that's all I care about. That's all I'm aiming for.
Yeah, I guess it's my turn. As the person who's been here for the shortest amount of time while also being the shortest member. Yeah, it's. I mentioned earlier just how, to me, it was very random coming across everyone here. It was, I saw like a tweet or a notification or just heard that Dan was going to be on a charity stream at some point. I was like, oh, I'll go check that out. And then that was where I then met all of you. And instead of joining the Discord, then Zoe sending me a DM being like, hey, I have this server here, would you like to join? And just going for it and saying yes. And I think for a first try of reaching out to new people, it went pretty well, judging by everything that's happened since. But yeah.
There was a net positive return on that
Yeah.
investment.
Yeah, the line went up. Yeah, but like at the time I was in university. I already hadn't been depressed all the way out for my high school years, like not really feeling like I was really living at all, just getting through the days. But just over the last few years, I've just had the space to be, like, even though like this, it's only been like this is the third time my face has been visible on the stream ever. I now have the confidence to be able to do that, all because I've known you all and you've helped me in different ways, just becoming more expressive, outgoing, like actually, even if I'm terrified to do something, I will still lose sleep over it the night before, wake up late and arrive there late, but I'll still go there. I'll be there. Even if I'm late to like a NHS appointment and just like half an hour late, somehow they still allow me, and I still try to make it to and do things, and I do not think I'd be anywhere near as happy, I guess would be the way I put it now, if I did not know any of you over the last few years. And it was generally great to be able to meet Zoe, Dio, Mika in person at the wedding. I'll be honest, I didn't expect to get that invitation. Because, I mean, at that point, I'd known you for maybe a year and a half at the time of the wedding. But I'm so glad you invited me, and it was great to meet you both. And yeah,
I think at that point, even though it was like only,
I found my emotions.
even though,
I'm so proud of you.
Even though it was only a short time, the amount of time that we'd spent together, the amount of games we played.
I mean, like at the start of when we started playing Apex together, it was like every single day for like a month.
Yeah, basically.
But just we'd wake up in the morning, we'd play Apex, we'd have a break for lunch and keep going.
Yeah, it was basically it.
Lockdown. But
That was fun.
like I said, even though it was only a year and a half, it wouldn't have been right to have not even sent you the invite. Like, yes, you could have gone, sorry, I can't make it. It's very expensive to get a train from Scotland to Bristol.
Yeah.
And to then get a hotel room that is very expensive, with a lot of drinks that are very expensive, and then to get the train back. But
the next morning, I had to wake up hungover.
there were many adult beverages consumed by our local bird.
Maybe it's a good thing I couldn't stay longer than I did.
We still need to hear from Mika, though.
If you have something you want to add, Mika, you can, but don't feel pressured to.
Yeah. You don't have to, but we would.
One second, ladies and gentlemen.
Aww.
Right, I didn't mean to put you on the camera then, I'm sorry.
But you know, it's we are extremely lucky.
Yeah, it's insane.
Because most stream groups, when they reach a certain point and they break up, it's over. That's it. No more contact. You know, they hate each other. You know, you're getting all the drama channels are like, you know, going nuts. But the fact that we're able to leave not only as friends, but you know, fuck, Dio's my brother. Maybe that's why we kind of pick on each other all the time. But you know, we get to leave on amazing terms where, you know, it's not, oh, well, we can't do anything anymore because, you know, I can't stand how you constantly suck through your teeth. It's wow, that's weirdly specific. Anyway,
it's like, are you revealing something about yourself?
The best bit, again, I don't know I'm doing it. The tapping, I don't know I'm doing it until someone goes, "Hey Dio, sorry,
stop." But no, we are extremely lucky just to be able to leave on such a good note and to know and to trust that we're going to be able to grow, you know, as ourselves, and we're going to be able to grow as a group. And who knows what the world's going to come to? I mean, hell, 2019, nobody predicted we'd be in a lockdown.
No.
In 2015, nobody thought that Trump would be president. Anyway, moving on. But the point is that just because we're separating for now does not mean we're not coming together to do big events or just to stream with each other and be friends, right?
I'll
So
say this: we should at some point when we could get Anna out of the country, arrange for the 5 of us to like hang out for a weekend in person at some point.
I never told you my plan, did I? I will reveal
You
this
have a plan?
Date
There is
to
a
be
plan.
determined.
You make plans?
At
Date-
some point.
Okay, so the date of this is to be determined because it is very expensive to fly from United States to England. However, my dad and I are going on a cruise, meaning I have to get a passport. Meaning that passport is good for 10 years, I think. So in the next either this year or next year,
Sorry.
Great timing.
I tried to do
either
it
this
quiet.
year or next year, and I even told Dio this year or next year I will be over in England and I will be visiting with everybody. And you better damn believe that the GoPro I just purchased will be on and recording every damn thing.
And Zoe will be happy because most likely the main meeting point will be London.
Hell yeah!
Well, my thought is that I fly into a little town. I don't know if you heard of it, called Bristol. I know it. Yeah, it's this little obscure little town where this guy named, I think it's named Diotior.
I think it's Diotior.
Diotior. But no, basically, I want to do the touristy stuff, right? Like I've never been overseas, so do the touristy stuff, and that includes London. So, if it needs to move farther north in order to get Falcon involved, it moves farther north. Like there's time to plan this out, but that is my 2-year goal.
Hopefully, I'm
going to
be living in London in a year or two. So depending on timings, I may already be there.
And they are building the HS2, which will help Falcon get there a little bit quicker. Maybe.
The wrong rail line.
You can get a train to there and then zip across. It's fine.
Yeah, but there's already one there's multiple that go run that.
That is my 2-year plan.
I've taken that train enough times to know it's a little bit will get me there.
Most likely, it'll be the summer of 2025.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
But we will meet up. We will meet up. We will, and I swear to God, we will figure out how to do a live stream, all 5 of us together in one room.
Jesus Christ, I'd fucking die.
That would be chaos.
Of course, it would be chaos. Have you met us?
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is a good time to cut this very long stream.
Unless Mika has got herself together for any words. Nope.
Mika, would you like to say anything?
No, I don't think so. You guys make me cry, and I don't like you anymore.
That's what I was aiming for.
Well, mission accomplished.
As much as we've been talking about ourselves and the people that we've met, I also want to say thank you to every single person who has tuned into our stream. Every single person who has shared a tweet on Zitter, or Blue Sky, or saw one of my random posts on Reddit and upvoted it. We've talked about it a little bit, but every person here, we're entertainers. That's what we are.
No, I'm just loud. I'm a writer.
Well, writers entertain people.
Fair enough. But
we're all here.
Part of the reason why I needed to leave is because being entertaining is very draining for me, and it was killing me doing it twice a week.
But anyway, the point is that we are here and we stream because we enjoy making people happy. And even if you tune in and you lurk and you just listen in the background, and if you enjoy doing that, that makes us happy. Or if you follow or subscribe or whatever, that makes us happy. And that just verifies that we're doing our jobs right. And we are doing our jobs to the best of our ability.
I think that's just what any artist or creative wants, because it's the biggest thing is just you want to make people feel something, whether that's escapism or terror or laughter. I like making these silly little best of videos to preserve the memories, but also because I like making people laugh. I make shit posts and then post it on Boudinis because I like hearing people laugh, and I'm writing my Zelthana story because I want to make people feel really, really bad.
For a while, when I was very, very down, the one thing that I lived by was, if I surround myself with laughter, people will not see how I am. And I'm sure a lot of people who suffer from depression and anxiety do feel that as well. But it doesn't mean that we can't.
I've never made a joke to
fuck you.
mitigate anything.
Anyway, the whole point of this is, I just want to say thank you for all the support you've given us, and all the support hopefully you will give us down the road. Yeah, I know that Dio and I are going to be, still going on. Dio, Mika, and I will be going on Saturdays. Zoe and I will set up something probably once school lets out. So, later on down the road, and Falcon and I will do stuff as well. We just haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like I say, every stream, thank you all for watching and listening, and we hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane. But like Zoe said, being entertaining is exhausting.
Before we go, I think it's a good idea if we just plug what everyone is doing now.
Yeah, Zoe, do you want to start?
Sure. I'm not streaming anymore. I'll show up on these guys' streams every month or two when I have the energy for it. But I have a blog where I write about media that I'm hyperfixated on. Some of it's analytical, some of it is just rankings or sharing silly little projects. It's called My Hyperfixation. I have the link somewhere.
It was in the video.
Yeah. It was in the video.
Yeah.
It's in the description of all of the best of videos. I'm working on other things, like I said, my Zelthana story, and I will be posting on my blog when other things that I make are done. So yeah, just check it out if you like. I don't really mind either way.
Falcon, what are you currently working on?
Well, I've just started going back and giving a second shot at Dark Souls 2, which was a game that frustrated me a lot the first time, and it's frustrating me again the second time. But I'm hopeful this time that we go through it. But I'm doing Dark Souls. I'm going to, I think, play a lot more FromSoft games. And I'm actually really kind of excited to try and do some challenge runs, like beating a game without dying or without taking a hit.
You're going to need to get a lot of Dark Souls 2 for that, Falcon.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is the last one. I'd rather do Elden Ring hitless.
Twitch.tv/Falcon Raven. I'm doing it. Twitch.tv/Falcon Raven. Watch her. Yeah. She's funny and smart and cool and hot.
Yes. Dio, what do you and me
have cool because it's cold up here.
Well, I'm doing streams, obviously. Started to get round to throwing more of the clips that I remember to do onto the YouTube Shorts and over on the TikTok. I swear I am going to try and make more videos. It's just, like I said, finding the time for it. But at the minute, I'm playing through Starfield. Slowly coming to the end of that. I know what 2 games are going to replace the Monday and Wednesday when they finish. Wednesdays are currently GTA, which the next stream should be the last one. Unless I find a hell of a lot more to fuck about with. And then I will be probably swapping that one to Pacific Drive. I played a little bit of that today just to make sure it worked properly. But I'm very excited to get into that. Fridays, at the minute, I'm kind of moonlighting on what Trip does and kind of basing it off that, taking part in their board gamers streams. We were meant to be doing code names, but we ended up doing DRG with Falcon and Zoe instead because Trips couldn't make it. But hopefully we will get a time to do code names because it looks very fun. And then obviously Saturdays are currently Baldur's Gate with Anna and Mika over on Twitch and YouTube, both Diotior Productions.
And as for me, I've had to scale back. I just got off my surgery hiatus, but I'm still scaled back right now because of school. Things, as soon as I start sorting things out with that, streams will pick up more, but I am doing the Saturday with Dio and Mika on youtube.com/@AnnaLee. That's going to become my primary soon, even though I am still streaming on both. Probably in the next 2 or 3 months. So if you are over on Twitch, head over to the YouTube side of things. YouTube better at this point. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. And if you saw somebody on the stream today that you would like to know what's going on, you'll have to find them on yourself because we had
Actually,
a bunch.
can I say I just want to give a shout out to Amp real quick, twitch.tv/Ampleside, who has been streaming Elden Ring Bingo with a bunch of other streamers and absolutely fucking dominating it.
Yep.
I've seen a few of those posts. Yeah.
Yeah, they've done 2 matches, right, Falcon?
Yep. The Amp has done 2 matches. One, the general format is 2 people race to complete a bingo board and Elden Ring against each other. Amp won the first one with a bingo, and then won the second by being first to 13, which is the majority of the board when bingos are no longer available. And they're doing very well because they're up against people who are actual like challenge runners of FromSoft games. People have done full hits of full deathless, hitless runs of Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, even Elden Ring. And Amp is by far and away
the best.
Amp is beating them.
Yeah.
I think they're streaming on Wednesdays.
Yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday. I don't know the exact times because they change week to week, but
yeah, and also
each Wednesday Amp is doing one of these bingo races.
We've joked a lot, but Amp is one of the funniest people I know. And they're one of my favorite people on this earth, and I'm getting married to them as a joke. But we are actually doing it. We are fully planning on getting the world record for the world's shortest marriage. So seriously, go check them out. They are amazing, and they are the one to watch.
Amp just did say I'll keep y'all updated with dates and times.
Mm-hmm.
So as we get them, we'll roll them out. But yeah, my dog is scratching at the door, meaning that my dog needs to go potty.
I'm so tired.
So, again, a very sincere thank you to everybody who's supported us throughout the years. And we will see you next time we are live or on a video, or you'll see us on the news. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
And now we watch as Diotior Productions gets dramatically less diverse. Bye!
What was that?